안녕하십니까. 예고했던 대로 디스코 엘리시움 계속 하도록 하겠습니다. 일단은 이 복잡한 길을 뚫고 꽤 많이 밝히기는 했거든요. 이게 내가 이제 예전에 잠깐 하다 말았는데 그때는 여기까지 못 왔어요. 그때는 이 여기를 벗어나지 못했어가지고 이미 이제 나한테도 그 미지의 영역이야. 그래서 일단 하는데 근데 지금 문제가 뭐냐면 너무 길이 복잡해. 잠깐. 그리고 일단은 지금 여기도 갈 수 있는 거 아닌가? 이 저거가 보이는 저 관람차 이런 쪽도 갈 수 있어야 되는 거 아닌가? 이거는 전화 거는 거였지 저번에. 일단 한번 쭉 맵을 다 탐방을 해보고 그 다음에 지금 할 수 있는 게 뭐냐면 뭐 요거는 쌓아야 되니까 상관없고 요것도 쌓아야 되고 권위입지 이거 잘 모르겠고 이거 어떻게 해야 되는지를 모르겠단 말이지. 탐도색 이거를 어떻게 해야 되는지를 잘 모르겠어. 근데 요것도 그렇고 들어가는 길 잡기 이런 것들은 좀 해볼 수 있는데 요거는 나중에 하면 되고 근데 이건 한번 쓰레기 치고 이것도 좀 그렇다. 문신 이거는 이게 요거 구사대 대장 요거랑 연결되는 거고 범죄 신호 이것도 좀 그렇고 비밀 통로도 그렇고 뭐 요거는 상관없고 뭐 이거는 전에 그래도 꽤 했는데 아직도 저거 뭐 아무튼 그렇게 해서 일단 대충은 됐고 이제 갈 건데 더 이동을 해야 되는데 저울이다. 저울이 왜 있어? 뭐야 이거? 하. 메가 안경잡이. 일단 한번 해봅시다. 이거 공병이니? 아 오케이. 돈 좀 벌면 되죠? 아 잠깐만. 근데 여기는 내가 시체 발견한 곳이잖아. 요거는 했고
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package. Whoever tossed it here, Red Astra is the black market version
암시장용.
of Astra.
아 이거 다 한 거지. 여기는 끝인데 여기가 아예 내가 어디 있는지도 안 알려주잖아. 자식들. 일단 여기는 한번 본 거고 그때 내가 길이 막혔었나? 아 그 볼 수 있는 데를 다 본 건가? 이쪽으로 갈 수 있어? 안 되네. 이렇게 갈 수 있니? 안 되네. 여기는 갈 수 있어? 되네. 아 여기 교회 쪽이지 여기가. 아 그쵸. 맞아 교회로도 들어가는 저거가 잠깐 꼴라리? 아 그치 이거 지금 막힌 거지.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation
이거가
appears and stops.
그래서 내가 이거를 한번 저걸 하지 않았었나? 그 장비를 갖췄을 때도 이게
Heavy wooden doors,
8%밖에 안
more than twice your
돼서
height, stand shut. A minute or so of mauling away at the lock has led.
I'm not as sturdy as you are. I have even less leverage.
The doors remain unchanged.
그러니까 이거 안 되잖아.
Closed.
어차피 안 되고 아니 근데 도와줘야지 우리 기치락이야. 뭐야 이거 동전이 있네? 뭐야 이거 근데 이거 좀 아니 이게 경찰인지 넉마주인지 모르겠어. 하지만 죽죠? 아, 이 밑으로 갈 수 있네? 여기는 또 미지의 영역이네? 잠깐만, 이 친구는 누구니? 너 누구니? 텐트네, 이거? 뭐야? 뭐야, 이거 다리야? 뭐야? 무슨 소리야, 이거?
A pane of eternite has been planted into the
영원석은
snow.
뭐야?
Two poles are barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute.
It looks
이게
like a
뭐지?
makeshift bridge.
가죽
Could be convenient.
민다.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on.
오케이, 근데 일단 저 친구부터 좀 이것도 하고. 뭐야 이거?
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
아, 한번 물어볼까요?
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too.
and actually not, he thinks.
I'm sure you will feel right at home.
얼탱이가 없네. 오, 뭐야 이거? 이 소리였구나. 노사패드 울트라 증류수
A young man with
에그헤드.
peroxide blonde
와
hair
미치.
holds up a Harman Welshi tape player.
Hardcore!
하드코어.
It's hardcore! Skibbity, skibber danger. I am the rearranger.
Could there have been
쩌네.
way out of this garden of forking? You see a youngish man reaching
칫솔.
the tips of his head.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
오.
There is definitely something futuristic about imbecilic. Yes, shoot, his grip is strong. Sweat.
This is my posse, Noid,
The young man with earrings looks at you.
and Egghead. Egg! Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive
음악
sonic
공연장
experimentation.
섭외자.
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North.
Artists for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of
Places are shit up.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical
마약
properties.
상용
I bet you've
격자.
noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
해안가에 있다고 마약 먹는 애가. 이거 마약도 연관된 게 있거든요. 그 얘네가 수사하고 있는 사건이 기본적으로 살인 사건인데 거기서 이제 그 밝혀지지 않은 한 명의 그 미싱 링크가 있는데 그 사람이 마약이랑도 엮여 있는 것 같다가 지금까지 수사 결과였기 때문에 마약을 찔러보면 또 이제 실마리가 있을 수도 있어요.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative.
무슨
I'm
말
talking
하려는
about the
거야?
church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even
아,
the
교회
church
안에
become a magnet for all
마약
sorts of
하는
burnouts
사람들이
and
많이
burnouts.
있다.
Burnouts.
그래, 마약 하는 애들보다는 얘네들이 낫지. 와, 근데 이거 해골이, 아니 저거 뼈냐? 뼈 흉내낸 거냐? 쩌네? 전이적이네.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to strike that, and sadder yet because the dopeheads.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, good.
그러니까 이거는 이거 교회 좀 뚫어달라고 얘네들이 부탁하는 것 같은데?
Yes, yes. And the worst part is,
헛개비.
they're also spooky.
정확히 무슨
I was
말인데?
hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, they're also, they don't eat or people just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad sound. Thank you. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter.
근데 이건
Get in their mouth. Whatever
어차피
spooky's all right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously.
Yes. I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters
Ah.
wandering in. I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work.
열쇠
But
필요해.
it should all. Of course. All right.
간지가 폭발하는 자세로 58% 한번 해볼까?
It's as if
I
time
s-
is frozen somehow. You think you can blam straight in the eye, a stabbing pain.
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited.
아이 괜히
I really am sorry, man. Just
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
아 근데 얘네들한테 돈 받는 거 좀 그래. 애들인데.
the key.
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably.
아 그래도 애들 착하잖아. 던져놓고 이제 맞으니까는 미안해 할 줄도 아는데 굳이 돈까지 받아야 되냐?
We were talking about the padlock, I think. Not long, like a week maybe.
오우 쉣.
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on.
아이고
I'm at
근데
least
대책은 없구나. 야
90%,
일주일 동안이나 가둬놨다고?
85%.
Somewhere In the
미쳤네.
ruinous past that led you here,
가실치사.
there was something called exams. You may
이거는
have
한번
learned the term
한 번
involuntary
따끔하게
Okay,
얘기를
I'm
해야
sorry.
돼.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very. Me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over
아,
another
그래도 애들이
person. I'm
착해.
not the one with the vibe.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's
정확히
do it.
어떤 사람들이 있지?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are.
나중에
Always
후회하느니
send the
처음부터 조심하는 게 좋겠구나. 다른 정보는 더 없니?
Yes. There's also
기,
the machine.
기계장치요?
When I first scouted the place back in February,
기계장치요.
One of them has wires running into bowls of
물속에다
water.
전선을 심어놨다고?
Into water. Never seen
뭐냐?
anything like it. Andre, tell him
oh, and it felt like there was something.
뭐야, 씨발.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my
감정이랑
emotions as you are.
조화를 이루는 방법을 몰라서 그래.
Felt like silence.
Awful. Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman
여자.
go in and out of the church a couple of times, and we felt someone or something. You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and don't.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you.
스노프 라디오 방송.
It means like one of those rich boy
Oh,
private
shit.
radio stations where you can listen to.
Not that we would know anything about them.
He appears sincere enough.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machine. Well, honestly,
This is a below feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiots.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you. Sure. What? Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party.
뭐야?
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a
강력한
precise definition, and they
종교적
have roots
단체.
in ancient mass society.
페리카르나시운 교회.
Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no? Totally.
The Pericarnassian Church is about love. A Nordic music.
미치겠네.
Love is hardcore. Unity.
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse. Yeah! Do it for the masses.
Do it! I didn't want to say it,
Okay,
but
okay.
it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise.
the one with the large head. You feel like you could go for a little disco when or if
Yes. What?
물을 따로 보관하고
Yeah, yeah.
있구나.
Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
it's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
The what now? Oh, the old.
He's like an actor.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blood. Yes. What? It does.
Told you we have a smell problem.
He sniffs the. It doesn't take a forensic scientist
아,
to guess
니들도
it's
마약이냐?
drug-related.
아이씨.
They look and, however, their breathing is regular. At least not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't
엔진
rule out
시동액.
It's for starting engines, man. I guess it does.
You're not completely satisfied yet.
No idea, man.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt
심적.
a little relieved.
아, 근데 이런 거 하면 또 막 실패하면 이상한 저거가 돼가지고 이게.
Okay, so the speed freaks want to start a club for Indeed. So one of them came upon the
이거
abandoned
얘네들도 좀
They want to turn
수상하네.
it. Plus,
꼬라지가 좀
and it has to
미묘하네.
be considered. It still feels as if this didn't quite go as it should
근데
have.
어차피 지금 당장 내가 뭘 할 순
So
없으니까.
you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Look, it's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't
스티커.
really talk to people. A sticker.
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Seems like my creation has found its way into the legal bureaucracy. What did you want to ask
무슨
about?
의미인데?
The dead guy smiling. He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. Present moment and now, or maybe he's not dead.
Or drugged out of his mind. Come to think, he blinks, waiting for the next.
I
네,
guess
스티커
one
됐고.
could write an entire treatise on
기계,
weird stuff. Specialized.
데이터
There
처리기랑
was a data
장파 기계.
processor and some sort of long wave machinery. Wires going into water.
바다,
Gives off a
파장?
spy
아,
site.
파장?
Or some fucked up Samaran science site.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachel's sister revolution on the Grand Isola. It's
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also
아이씨,
stuff that
이런
isn't
거는 그냥
allowed to exist.
있어 보이는 말 하는 거고.
Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders,
일단은 여기서 볼 건 다 본 것 같아요. 얘는 어차피 대화가 안 되고. 아이씨, 쓸데없이. 너는 누구냐?
a shaggy-looking girl in her late teens, or
Oh, hello there.
헬로
she
네.
must be a cell. It's cold out here, but she's not. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one.
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you.
So should you. I don't know, some kind of a store? Maybe a general store? I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
뚜루, 이 장치는
This.
뭐지?
It's a portable recording device.
녹음기.
It's for field recording. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came
콘택트
loose. The
마이크.
wire lead. A contact mic records sounds from inside things.
진짜?
Like this eye.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike. No idea.
어떤 원리로 작동하는 거지?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. Same
마이크는
place I got the recorder from. The
헬리세요.
Palaceum. Oh man. You haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the
가장
coolest place in
끝내주는
this
곳이다.
whole... It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop.
젠록
On Boogie Street in Jamrock.
부기 스트리트.
Musicians live there, like real musicians.
아르노가
I once
누구지?
saw Arno van Eyck. Oh yeah. Guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
오케이 오케이.
Yes?
이렇게 이제
Okay.
가서 추운 데서 뭘 하고 있는 거니?
Recording, I guess. I think I'm recording cracks in the
얼음
ice. But there's no
균열
way to tell. Not without headphones.
헬리폰?
My boyfriend sold,
아이고.
I don't know man, thing.
A lie. They were probably pulled off for
수상한 걸
something
사려고
suspicious.
전당포에 맡겼을 것이옵니다.
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. Anyway,
아이 뭐 그런
I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed I don't really know what I'm doing. They use
Take this, your call.
No man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
아이고
It's
얘네들
okay.
그냥 물어보자.
Yeah, the boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Yeah, Andre and the guys,
And why is that?
they got too much stuff crammed in
아
there.
장비가
No room.
없다.
Didn't you see it yourself? It's mostly music stuff, like this tape recorder, but bigger. Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry you sold those. That stuff is more expensive than I am.
아이고
More expensive than any of us, really. Yeah, maybe you were right about the hat. Go ahead. My associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Of course I do. I just don't tell
To the cops.
me. I'm a silver bird. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but
공감. 근데 이거는 확률이 낮아가지고
it's supposed to become like a club for an odd except that, yeah. Go
오케이,
ahead.
대충 이 정도 하자. 이거 공감 너무 낮아가지고.
Okay, bye.
네, 이렇게 하고 그럼 여기는 저가 된 거죠? 처리가 된 거죠? 그러면은 이제 요거를 건너서 뭐야, 그냥 돌아온 거네? 이렇게 뺑글 돌아서 그냥 돌아온 거네? 별건 없네요. 뭐야, 그럼 원래는 여기서 이걸 내리고 이쪽으로 갔어야 되는 거야? 지금 이게 이쪽을 도는 거고, 이렇게 위로 올라가서 여기를 갈 수가 있는 건가?
You see that seagull up there?
갈매기.
Remind you of anybody?
나?
Exactly. Think about the seagull's story. It's then their paradise became shit. No time for that sentimental bullshit. They're hustlers, getting shit done. They're one pair of track pants away from gangsters. Just like you. Own it. Steal
아이,
my
뭐야.
boats. Shit in the sand.
아이씨, 얼테이가 없네. 잠깐만. 반응, 시각화 분석. 뭐를 밀까? 공감, 범위. 뭐 이런 애들 어차피 이게 모든 걸 다 올릴 수 없기 때문에 이 특정 부분에 이제 특화를 시킬 건데 할 수 있는 거 확실하게 하게 할 건데 시각화 분석. 지각은 이미 끝까지 올렸고 이게 또 총 관련해서 나중에 쓸 일이 있을지도 모르니까 일단은 요거 하나 올리고, 그러니까 요거랑 시각화 분석이랑 요 눈, 손, 협응력 요거를 그냥 같이 올리자. 일단은 그렇게 하는 걸로. 총 무조건 나중에 쓸 일이 생길 것 같아서 잠깐만 이쪽으로 볼까? 왜? 아이씨. 아, 이렇게 온 거지. 내려와, 내려와. 그래서 이렇게 올라왔고, 돌 뭐야? 오, 돈. 이건 뭐냐? 열쇠를 얻었으니까는 저쪽도 한번 갈 수 있긴. 아, 교회를 먼저 갈까? 차라리? 여기 근데 왔으니까 여기 한번 들르자.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown.
It's military.
사용.
Service the washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo.
이거 뭐
and
한번
cargo.
해볼 수 있죠?
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door.
We don't get in there. Frankly,
아무데나
you're just
막
going to
들어가잖아.
have to accept the fact that you
No, no. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors.
하지만
We're cops.
나는 그걸 위해
That's how
존재하잖아.
Even
우린
everyone
그걸 위해
believes
있는
that's a
거잖아.
part of our MO.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening the relax. No one's hiding in there. If we
At least you can think about opening it. About doors and
이거 되게 하고 싶게 생겼다. 하나만. 좀 하고 싶게 생겼는데. 이것도 근데 한번 열어야겠다. 얘네들 다 열고 이제 슬슬 좀 해야겠는데. 잠깐만. 교회 먼저 가볼게요. 자, 열쇠 얻었으니까 교회 안을 수사를 한번 하긴 해야겠지. 안에 뭐가 있을지는 잘 모르겠지만.
heavy wooden door. The lock turns.
let's go.
A great
Let's
rush of air
go.
rushes in the heart of the city.
오, 오케이. 어때? 어이씨, 뭐야, 그 기계, 기묘한 점정. 뛰지 말고 걸어야 해. 왜? 뛰고 싶은데? 나중에 덧붙여진 목표상이고. 뛰면 어떻게 되는데? 별거 없는데. 양갈래 받기 뭐냐? 복잡한 방정식. 뭐야? 이 뒤로 통하는 길이 있나? 3원 와우시 테이프 녹음기 녹음한 중인가요? 안테나로 전류를 빼돌리고 있다. 오픈 릴 테이프 덱 2개가 빈 채로 돌아가고 있다.
A machine stands in the corner, watched
건물
over by the
아이고
figures on
마이크
the stained
떨어졌어.
glass window.
잠깐만요.
It's turned on and quivering with
건물
soft
한 구석
electricity.
기계 하나가 스테인드 글라스 창문 속 인물들의 가호를 받으며 그곳에 서 있다. 전원은 켜져 있고 미세한 전류와 함께 진동하고 있다.
Another radio computer.
라디오 컴퓨터.
And this time it's already.
These machines sometimes harbor traps,
경보 시스템.
alarms.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case. It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station.
A quaint little box of radio waves.
조사를 해보고 싶기는 한데 일단 다른 데 다 조사해보고 마지막에 여기를 조사하는 걸로 그렇게 합시다. 이거 뭐냐? 여기 신발이 있네. 돈도 있네. 공감 평정 페널티 붙은 거를 좀 제끼자. 그리고 이 초록색보단 이게 나은 것 같아. 물론 제가 칭찬을 하긴 했지만 우리 키츠라기는 칭찬을 하긴 했지만 페어웨더 T500 컨트롤 조장 이거 껴볼까? 쩔어.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize your movements cause tiny little
Oh,
clicks,
shit.
like dice rolling somewhere far away. As the plates reach the hardened, vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a
갑옷을 다 모으면
cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do.
연구해봐야겠어.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. For the day you have to fight someone.
얼탱이가 없네. 아니 요거 하겠다고 요거 범위 금이 간 환율이다. 뭐야
The silence in this part
손으로
of the
만질
church,
수 있을 것
it's
같은
almost
침묵이
palpable.
흐릅니다.
All the shifting matter and
물질들의
shuffling of
변화도
everything is
생물들의
gone.
변동도
Nothing seems to exist beyond
여기서는
the
모두
church.
사라졌습니다. 교회 바깥의 모든 것이 더 이상 존재하지 않는 것처럼.
Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot,
이
even your
장치들이
footsteps would be
약간
completely
그
silent.
액티브하게 좀 소음을 줄여주는 약간 노이즈 캔슬링 같은 건가?
And then it's gone. It seems the sound here is that you can hardly hear your own breathing. You produce a few muffled thumps. Your voice is barely audible. The lieutenant points to
Can you hear anything? The church just has strange acoustics.
his
신기하네.
detached tone. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing. He doesn't seem entirely convinced. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become
오,
bare,
봐봐. 이런 거는
They
이제
disappear
저게 되죠.
completely in the darkness of the
지각.
tower overhead.
그러니까 이게 이런 거가 이제 특화시켰을 때 이제 한두 개쯤은 이제 얻어 걸리는 거지. 가자. 솔직히 이거는 성공해야지. 인간적으로도. 오.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way
탑에서
toward
그림자 하나가
you
나타나 다른
through all
그림자들을
the
지나
other
당신을 향해 다가오고 있습니다. 쫓는다.
It's not a shadow anymore.
Officer, is there something?
Oh no. You've lost sight. Yes. The dark.
뭐야. 정신력과일 것 같은데. 홀 쉣! 포킹.
You see something hanging from the rafters.
미친 뭐야.
Looking straight at you. With maybe it's possible to.
헐 미친
Talk to
뭔데 티하고 아니 포킹 뭐냐고 아니 월탱이가 없네. 콘택트 파일. 아니 진짜 무시무시한데? 아니 자동 저장. 통증 했댔지. 일단 째라공 얘기를 해봐야 되고 그 전에 다른 거 다. 야 얘기 좀 해. 나 너 봤어. 내 지각 능력은 전설적이거든.
A man made
어이
of the
누구야?
The man leaned forward a little.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy.
오 쉣.
But don't worry, everything's gonna
아니
be alright.
목소리 왜
You come to the
이지적인데?
right place.
뭐야?
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in mess.
여기서
and
뭐 하고
a
계십니까?
district
I'm here to receive the mother's love.
어머니의 사랑을 받으러 왔지. 당신도 그럴 수 있고
She
친구.
will take your hand
그리고
and
준비가
lift you
되면
out of that
어머니께서 네
despair
손을
at
잡고
the bottom of that
절망의
valley.
병 밑바닥에서 끌어올려 주실 거야.
This man is obviously a habitual
약을
narcotics
너무한
user. Do you
I'm put off by this religious stuff. He
그니까
thinks,
천장 타고
and
다니는 거
maybe
뭐야?
The ceiling climbing. Hey, and what was that about? The bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control.
아
Wayne.
좋습니다.
I can
허우적대고
smell
있는 것
control
맞습니다.
all the way
하지만
over.
훈계하려 들지 마세요. 어떻게 해야 할지 알고 있습니다.
Not all of it. I was like you once.
또
You
이상한
don't know
소리
all
한다.
the havoc
엘비노?
albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit.
엘니뇨도 아니고 알비노도 아니고 엘비노는 뭐야? 레세스타스 파라르 친구.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
좋은 말씀 잘 들었습니다. 교회 사유지 무단 점거권으로 얘기를 좀 해봅시다.
The only thing we need to talk about is how the mother
와
can really
진짜
help you home.
이런 게 대화가 안 되는 저거네. 확실하게 대화가 안 된다.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence.
Mother
You
of
are
Silence.
welcome here.
You have no idea what 'tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance he hath deceived his very self.
Other spoker?
Esa Vieta Muy Estudiosa.
The Aita is Grandma?
You just have to wait until she comes.
Or search through her radio computer.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me. Nah, man. They look pretty funny.
더
And I
이상
don't harm no one.
더 이상 누구도 해치지 않아.
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none.
아, 미친.
I'm usually way up there. Might even be nice to have.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Sure did, Holmes. I am.
미친
At
진짜.
least in part, Holmes. Glad you're feeling more comfortable.
오케이.
The sinewy figure
뭐 하고
lingers on the
계십니까?
This is a special place.
구제로
There's
들어가는
a
출구야.
perforation in the world
그리고
up there.
이 교회는
A way
그걸
out
숭배하기
into
위해
nothingness.
그 근처에
This church
지어졌어.
was built- I circled it.
나는 어머니가 하사하신
by
침묵의
the
보살핌
silence
아래
bestowed by the mother.
거길 빙빙 돌고 있어.
One of these days,
머지않아
I'll
그걸
be
직접
pure enough
마실
to
수
go
있을
drink
만큼
from it
순결해질
directly.
거야. 말씀하신 구멍을 마실 수 있게 되면 무슨 일이 일어납니까?
I will be incinerated.
나는
but
완전히
not destroyed.
불타오르지만
Finally,
파괴되진
I won't
않을지니
the state of the world
끝내는
before
현실이
reality
시작하기 전 세계의 상태와 합일에 이르게 되겠지.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no?
오케이.
The sinewy
더 얘기할 거
figure
없다.
lingers.
오케이, 수고. 그러면 저 깨진 유리를 먼저 조사하고 컴퓨터를 조사하자.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism. This is her innocence, Dolores
돌로레스
Day.
데이 성하.
Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs.
이거
clearly visible
폐야.
from
뭐야?
underneath her flowing
신기하게
dress.
저거네.
You should kneel. Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass, Snowdrifts cover the
나는
floorboards at your feet.
당신의 벌레가 아니야.
As that bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross. Good call. She left us all in the shits. Don't give her a single thing.
깨진
Just
유리를
stand there
재구성한
in the apricot-colored light of the window.
샵.
Secretly write a sharp.
아니 야 왜 실패하는데 도대체?
You see little
72%인데
pearls of
얼탱이가 없네
light on the
진짜.
edges of the crack that splits the female figure. Something was written there.
아니 어이가 없잖아요 어이가. 와 아니
A
진짜
mystery sprinkled with
미치셨습니까
self-pity
휴먼?
and regret. For some reason, and all you know is this is the young
아니
mother
진짜
of
어이가
humanity,
없네. 야
that you should go.
아니 상식적으로 하자 상식적으로.
Escape her sad worry.
아이씨 얼탱이가 없네. 야 아니 진짜 와.
A machine stands in the lieutenant doesn't. You see fluorescent
Play
play and print. The lieutenant says nothing. You see that behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of
일지
filaments.
2월부터 3월까지
In the dark,
일지.
another filament.
지금은
Press play to talk
몇
with
월이지?
the repeater. The speaker comes to life. Static.
Good afternoon. Votre accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian
동인슐리인데 1번 중계국
Is this the
개인
personal log?
일지.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Good. Please
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
No.
A hint system
No.
is not part of the protocol.
Received. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Good.
Let's look around. There's no use.
Received.
어차피 안 되네.
Votre accident.
오케이 일단 아무것도
Goodbye.
안
The
되고
machine's keyboard,
플레이 버튼.
nothing happens.
아 이거 그러면 비밀번호를 결국은 찾아야 되는 건데 비밀번호 뭘까? 이거는 그냥 찍을 수도 없게 이 단서가 있어야 이게 선택지가 열리는 식으로 돼 있는 거니까 이 친구한테 다시 물어볼까요? 비밀번호? 알고 있니?
Oh, hey, Wei. There's coffee in the back.
라디오 컴퓨터
Too
비밀번호
many times essay.
어디다 쓰시게?
Surveys are a good
설문.
way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
1급 살인 사건 수사 차원에서 근데 뭐 이거는 이제 얘가 저걸 해주니까 연극
Don't sweat it, vato.
삶
The
뒤에는
password is
죽음이
What you think of that? Makes me almost peel
라
like
닐리스타
they
백회냐.
can, yeah, when I hear it.
오케이 아무튼
I think we're done
감사합니다.
here, essay.
That was, however,
아니 뭐 궁금하잖아. 물론 경찰도 아닌 사람이 시도하면 안 됩니다. 이런 행동들은.
The machine's keyboard, the speaker comes.
Good afternoon. Good.
삶 뒤에는 죽음이.
Good. I have unlocked the filament.
접근하시려면 통화가 끝난 뒤 프린트 버튼을 이런 식으로 돌아가는구나.
Access the filament.
아,
Votre accident. Is there anything else? Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard, the printer prints out a long text. The first entry, made on the 4th of Feb, arrived at the
교회에
church. The door
도착했다.
was
빠루로
boarded
따고
up, so
들어왔다.
I used the
버려진 곳
crowbar to get
같다.
inside. Looks like the place
전기를
has
어떻게
been
들여올지
deserted.
알아내야
Nothing
한다.
out of the lieutenant leans closer.
4th of February.
한 달.
That's over a month ago. Whoever our case? No, I don't think so.
근데
It will be
몰라.
some
이게
little eccentric.
일반적인 그 현실이라면야 당연히 상관이 없겠지만 이거를 이제 추리 게임이라고 본다면 저거 그게 있지 않나? 그 추리 소설에서 무슨 총이 있었는데 아무튼 총이 나왔으면 써야 된다. 그런 게 있죠? 무슨 총인지는 모르겠다. 아무튼
6th of February,
어부.
51.
교회 근처에는 얼씬도 말란다.
Said I shouldn't go near that place.
전기.
That the church see. Even one of the 7th of February, 51, finally got the
Why would anyone need any of this equipment?
8th of February,
안테나,
51,
시모,
bought the antenna,
시모,
had some problems
시모,
setting it up,
렉시,
Simo
술리블라,
heard the others are back to make
술리슬라브.
art. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic
프로그래머들이야
design,
뭐지?
ads. The programmers are doing fine too.
하기야 그치,
they're
프로그래머들도
programmers.
확실히
The writers,
일자리는
though,
뭐 요즘은
they're
잘 모르겠.
fucked.
아니 그래도 어쨌든 구하기가
I just have to find out
데이터
what caused
손실의 원인을
that
찾아내
data loss
결판을
and be
지어야
done with
한다.
it. Still don't
전파
understand how it
경계선에
managed to wipe out
연결조차
the
되어
backup
있지
when the
않던
backup
백업이
wasn't
완전히
even connected to the front.
날아가 버린 건
I
여전히
know,
이해 불가다.
I know.
그래, 물론
Everyone thinks
모두가
it's
일어날 수
impossible.
없는 일이라
They say I must be
생각하겠지.
lying.
그 사람들은
I'm
내가
here to set it
거짓말을 하는
right.
줄 알 거야. 난 그걸 바로잡으러 왔다.
Seems like something to do something about the backup data getting destroyed. And
12th of February, 51.
파업,
Brought some
내일
food
오전
from the
8시.
grocery store.
the strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
그러네.
Keep reading. I'm interested now.
25th of February.
데이터 손실을 재현하려고 이후 며칠간 린텔의 데이터를 보내봤지만 모두 허탕이다. 실망감조차 느껴지지 않는다. 그래도 교회 뒤편에서 발생하는 흥미로운 이상 음향 공간을 발견했다. 나는 그것을 삼킴이라고 명명했다. 마이크를 좀 구해봐야겠다.
I've named it.
Is she talking about?
음향 공간.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not
아무튼
just
그
losing my mind.
아까
It's a pillar
교회
of
중간쯤에
silence
갔을
with a
때
diameter
소리가 잘 안
approximately
들렸다고 한
3
게
meters. Seems like
이
the higher I
내용인가
go,
보죠?
the less I record.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she
The lieutenant doesn't answer. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now, fortunately, the song is so monotonous,
Oh,
I was able to
shit.
devise an algorithm to factor it out. That disco man must be a cell.
the girl on the ice?
March 51. I got a call from the
Oh.
repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it.
이거
The
나잖아.
storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with.
No. It was a great idea. March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable.
이거는 자기가 산 거를 말하는 거네.
Ping ping. You're really interrupted by
들어왔다.
a strange woman.
프로그래머 수나.
Radio computer.
오케이, 너 나랑 얘기 좀 해.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
부차적인 사건 조사를 하러 왔어.
Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here.
프로그래머.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for
We
weeks.
should talk to her.
얘기는 무조건 해야지. 이건 사건 수사야, 사건 수사. 근데 일단은 내가 뭘 잘못 건드린 건 아니지?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
그래, 당연하지. 혹시 그쪽이
Yes. Or no.
아,
Not.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad.
뭐 하는
Something
사람이야?
passes over.
I am Sona Luukkanen Kilde,
수나
former lead
루카넨
programmer
킬.
of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages.
오,
If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when.
Nope. Yes. No, you're right. I'm not. I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't
일단
touch
다
any. I
물어보자.
use the AR1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
이해가 안 되는데.
RAIN prefix is my radio
레이흠.
computer. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air.
뭐
So in order to
아무튼
gain more processing power,
그냥
you need to invest in a good antenna.
그냥 저 슈퍼컴퓨터에 CPU 코어 다는 거라 생각하자.
I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region, but it's not the cheapest one on the market. So I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
좋네. 아무튼 라디오 컴퓨터로 뭘 하고 있는
I'm
거야?
working.
The machine seems almost alien with it.
Could you just shh for a moment?
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on
아니
whatever she needs
근데
to do. And you're not
지금은
helping.
안 돼.
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever
Great. You really like those questions, don't you?
오, 그래도 이거 물어봐 주니까는 내가 좋아하는데?
they're bloodshot. She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately, has she?
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out. I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
2mm.
Wait. What? She's looking for a disruption in the raid. The lieutenant raises his brows. But
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be some... Exactly. What does it mean?
아무것도 아닌
Now,
것을 측정할
it has
수는
been impossible
없잖아요.
to say what it is because it's impossible to measure. What do you think it is?
그게 뭐라고
What
생각하세요?
qualities does nothing
아무것도 아닌
have?
것이 어떤 특징을
How do
가지고
you
있죠?
measure something
존재하지
that
않는
does
것을
not
어떻게
exist?
측정할 수 있을까요?
easy. You measure it by the world.
감싸고 있는 환경을 통해.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for.
수면파
That's why I have
변환기를
those
사용해서
stations.
정적을
I
녹음하려고
tried
했어요.
using hydro
어디서
transducers
시작하는지
to
알아내려고.
quite
Ah, hydro transducers. So
But honestly, it's not progressing very well. Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
아이고, 들보 아래에 어딘가.
only a faint crisscross of rock.
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all...
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architect?
Maybe. But it's oddly close to the physical coordinates. I know. No, I don't.
연구가 잘 진행 안 되는데 뭐 때문에
Because it's just trial
그런가?
and error. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop
에이 또
talking and let me work.
세상이 네가 원하는 대로 돌아가진 않아. 질문할 건 다
Great.
해야지.
Thanks. The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks. What?
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a this is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? Take a guess, why don't you?
청소년 센터면 좋겠네.
I can't believe they got you so easily.
그러니까 아까 내가 저거 실패했으니까 그런 거야. 다시 가서 얘기는 해야겠다.
I'm not coming in.
아니 기츠락이야. 이런 게 사건이랑 연관이 있을 수도 있어. 너는 너무 포기가 빨라. 아니 애초에 시도조차 안 하려고 하잖아. 이게 다 전설적인 형사가 되기 위해서 필요한 일이야. 자, 이제 다시 얘기 좀 해, 우리 친구들. 약쟁이 친구들.
The shaggy hit.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you gonna help? Shoot.
뭐야, 왜 안 돼? 아, 이런 거는 하면은, 씨.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo.
그럼 이 안쪽에서 물어봐야겠다.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
다시. 합?
A number of things.
Okay.
How about Gather around, kids.
네 말이 앞뒤가 안 맞아.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
이게 어딜 봐서 클럽을 세우려는 모임인지 모르겠군. 약을 만들려는 거잖아.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
외톨이 같은데?
What do you mean, friend? It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of
텔레폰이 없고
monodynamic or one speaker
증류수,
systems.
실험실의 초석이라 할 수
And of
있지.
all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer? What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing. I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no shit. That's... Come on, that's... I
어불성설이라고?
meant to say, not true. We don't need drugs to... Shut the fuck up, Egg. Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is
아무튼 핵심은 내가 다 알고 있다는 거야.
What exactly is it you know?
그럼 이제는 어떻게 할까?
What do you mean?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
솔직하게 얘기해 준다며.
What do you mean by lenient?
어떻게 된 건지 말해.
He thinks for a moment.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's because we are. We just got to turn it into a speed
스피드 제조소.
You know, to get our foot in the door. Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all... No, man. They're spooky, all right. But the
당연하지.
sign was way... Sir, you promised...
This is it. Judgment time.
마약 제조소는 불가능. 뮤직 클럽만 가.
Yeah! I knew it. It's impossible. No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard
이 하드한 경찰은 우리에게 물고기의 가치를 알려주기 위해 온 거라고. 물고기는 항상 그래왔으니까. 이제는 나아갈 기회야. 마약 앞에 노예처럼 살아간다. 그러니까 이게 얘네들이 마약 제조를 하려고 그러는 것도 이 지역에서 수요가 있기 때문에 그런 거겠죠 아마?
We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook. Okay, we'll do a straight club up in there, spinning them. From here on, it'll be straight all the way. And what happened? Oh man, the crab man, you mean? Who is he? What did you think? Really? Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
설교하고 기도하고 이게 끝이던데?
No matter. Yeah, Noid is...
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice... I guess it's not a... Everyone is well... Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker?
메인 프레임을 이용하고 있었는데
Did you see her? A programmer? That's odd. What was she... What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world. A shame. What can we do now? Do you... Unity! And you can't just evict her?
쫓아내진 않을 거야. 다른 해결책을 찾아야
Look
해.
at you. No, Noid. He's right.
그치. 아 그래. 야, 진짜 요번에는 경찰답게 했다.
We can make a deal not to bother her.
얘네가 실제로 마약 제조를 안 했으니까 마약 제조하지 못하게 계도하는 선에서 끝내고 일단 수나도 어떻게 보면 불법 점거하고 있는 거니까 목적 달성하게 얘네들이 도와주도록 해서 이제 깔끔하게 마무리 짓고 그 폐교회라서 이제 상태가 안 좋았던 거를 얘네들이 이제 클럽으로 뭐 개조를 하든 어쨌든 하면은 그래도 교회도 어느 정도 이제 실제 목적이랑은 다르겠지만 좀 정상화가 될 거 아니야.
If that's okay with her, with the lines in the dark. At least Crabman seems like. Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer.
Egghead cannot believe what she just.
No worries, we'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out.
내쫓는
right?
거는 사양하지.
It's all excellent. Good luck, my friend.
오케이, 일단은 요렇게는 할 수 있을 것 같아. 그럼 무난하게 그냥 일단 가는 거고. 그리고 그럼 한번 얘기나 좀 해보자. 어차피 지금 당장 뭐 할 만한 게 막 있는 게 아니라서 이런 식으로 사이드 퀘스트를 하다 보면은 실마리가 생길지도 모르니까 일단 크랩맨이야 뭐 상관이 없는 거고, 우리 그 깐깐한 수나 친구를
Yes, what is it?
떠날 필요는 없어.
I don't want to make anything work. Yes, anything. Good.
이거 한번 해보자. 이거를 근데 아예 뭐 해봐. 72% 도전해.
Easy.
오케이.
When her research is done, she can move out.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
She thinks about it.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory and
이건가?
No. That's the production spreadsheet you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
아니 너무 그 신랄하게 말하신다.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer.
Okay, but still. It's a backup of my former employer's project. The radio game.
She's making it.
The backup itself is destroyed now. But I'm hoping...
Hold on. If it's called an offsite copy, then why is it
Oh god, not this again.
지하실.
basement?
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have... We clear?
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to.
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
근데 열었었는데?
I've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify whether it's a
슬리슬라
filament memory?
아이스크림 제조.
Zoisa. Of course. Our project lead, Sulis
피처 크리프 천들.
Like it would have made a difference. The offside copy was purple and the heads. I will.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she
해결책은
holds dear.
있지만 넘겨야 되는데.
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Because she's from Martinez. And people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She literally started praying for the higher.
The lieutenant coughed.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my turn. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her. Say that you're a
아니
policeman
근데 이거 안
and need to get
되던데.
to the big
오케이
tanks.
해봐.
And here's my files on
오 뭐야?
You might
그
be able to
말씀드
hack me
KR
some
플러스
ice.
2 플러스
It
플러스
opens
2 멀티 툴.
If you get me the
It hurts a
지.
bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the caval.
이거 그럼 하자. 이러면은 나가야 빠른 이동할 수 있구나. 오케이. 멀티툴 개꿀. 빠른 이동 되죠. 근데 시간은 가겠지? 지금 4시. 여기가 지하실이지. 요게 아이스크림 저거지. 멀티툴 있지. 와 이거 뭐냐? 개쩔어 보이네. 플러스 2 세질했대. 해봐.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a
아니, 미친.
hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it
아, 왜
slowly
안 돼?
melting.
얼음 어떻게 깨? 뭔데? 나 이거 갖췄는데 왜 안 돼?
Only the red cable is plugged into.
뭐야, 어떻게 하는 거야?
This orange machine is dead still.
안 되는데?
It has a hand.
얼음 어떻게 깨, 이거? 이거 아니야?
This orange
아이스크림
machine
제조기잖아.
is-
아이씨. 이거 안 되는데? 실패잖아.
Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzun multi-tool.
아,
And it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost.
이건 시간이
or-
좀 더 지나야 되나 보네. 오케이. 아, 지금 안 되나 봐. 그러면은 이거 좀 뭐 이거는 나중에 할 수 있는 거구나. 오케이. 이거는 저거고 아세트 요거는 나중에 이제 좀 더 할 수 있을 것 같고, 그러면은 지금 할 수 있는 게 요거는 오늘 한번 했거든. 비밀 통로 이거 이 툴로 한번 해볼 수 있나? 봐봐, 나한테는 이 크발순드 멀티툴 KR 플러스 2 멀티툴이 있다고.
You see,
안 되네. 아씨. 이거 건의 보여주기 이런 것도 지금 안 되니까. 참. 뭐 얘기나 한번 살짝
It's you
해보자.
again. What is it?
건의 보여주기 안 되지 지금 다시. 원하는 게 뭐야? 이거 안 되지. 씨. 좋지 않아. 이게 뭐 아이템 같은 걸로 건의를 올린 다음에 뭐 시도를 해야 되겠지. 그러면은 잠깐만, 할 수 있는 게 지금 이 저거거든. 이거 굴뚝. 어차피 그러면 이것도 저거니까 굴뚝 다시 한번 확인해 볼까? 여기에 그 굴뚝이랑 연결되는 뭐가 있거든요. 근데 이게 좀 저거다. 그렇다. 이건 찾았던 거고, 이 저거고, 이거지.
a thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
복식 호흡으로 노래함. 저기요.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty
헬로.
Did you say anything?
you hear a low
After you, officer.
오쉣. 이제 되네. 복식 호흡으로. 그래. 이게 근데 현실 반영이 되는 건가? 실제로 노래를 배웠더니 여기서 저거 뭐 방화 어쩌고를 열어준다 그랬는데 이건가? 그치, 맞아. 여기에 뭐 있지 않았나? 오, 다면체. 잠깐만, 얘가 걔네. 다면체 주사위 사타. 이게 주사위가 저 TRPG 이런 거 쪽에서 쓰니까.
Hello.
주사위 제작자야? 뭐야? 네하.
Did you try knocking on my window?
밀리오를 듣고
So
있었거든요.
what kind of
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die
쩌네.
you
야, 이런
That's why you're
거는
here,
확실히 수요가 조금이긴 해도 확실히 있겠다.
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
need. Answers? How strange. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide.
nothing really.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when
내일
I'm
소독.
working. Well, there's always something going. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately,
She's heard of the murder.
but I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case,
It's light here, but dark in the yard.
it's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark.
This person values focus above all.
It's an odd profession,
주사위.
making dice for people, but I like it.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
중앙난방 불두갈.
But when I arrived here, all the other
Creative.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are. It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of Plaisance, the bookshop lady. I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? All right, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. And then there is me.
그렇네.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novels.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work
아, 이
ethics?
간만에 좀
What
정상적인
you're
사람이.
describing isn't a curse, it's capitalism. Exactly. Trudy, but I'm glad we got this sorted.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful as far as we could see.
이거 한번 해볼까? 이자의 사업은 왜 실패하지 않은 것일까? 차.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's she has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief.
More or less. Are you interested?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about.
That's understandable.
They certainly took their work very the usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the well.
그치.
I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
That's what I thought. Because when the money started to run out, they just
아, 이
began
남
to complain.
탓하는
But
그런
in the end,
저거다.
they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic. And so is producing something extraordinary.
Something strains her face before she looks up again.
Anything else?
일단 뭐 여기까지만 하자.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
오케이, 일단은 그러면은 플레상스한테 가서 아우 좀 뛰어라.
Tiles on the cube are still like a smooth draw. The filaments, the speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Good. Please repeat. Good. I
Really? She just used.
Fortress Accident. Is that? Thank you.
Tiles on the
Thank
cube are
you.
still smoldering with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing. It's a project report written by the lead
훈련한
producer,
모럴.
Andrew. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce in its short time of existence. Fortress
미친
Accident
듯이
SCA managed to burn through
돈을
truly insane
소모했다.
amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing.
지연되었다.
Eventually, the damage reached
헐.
400. Let's just say it was a real adventure. For their Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the
Oh,
team composed and a
shit.
single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon. Why did Fortress Accident have so many? It didn't. No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though. It's one of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping. The production schedule depicts the glorious not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000. They thought they could bridge the gap. They couldn't. No. Even then, success remained with that is until they discovered the Valley of the Heads. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsborn Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what were out untethered
여기서 슬리슬라브가
was a
나오네.
mystical This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member.
아이
and
뭐야
each head would
미친놈들인가?
have been voiced on air by a professional. So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men. Well, yeah, that and the catastrophe. On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lint. When the project was returned, the team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider. But despite their dying, mysteriously enough, it seems that it was the lead programmer's responsibility to Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The offsite copy, I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear The production schedule ends with a few 4 months later by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol. Sandbrun 1147. That's what the
이거는
street
뭐
sign next to the church
마지막은
said.
저 순하겠지.
Tiles on the cube. The filament slides out of
오케이,
its
됐다.
glowing nest.
이거는 이제 그럼 여기도 해결됐고 나중에 저 얼음 녹으면은 저거 다시 하면 되는데 하루쯤 지나면은 다시
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize.
아이씨 왜 생각을 그만뒀어. 생각하지. 에이 까비오. 나가자. 이거를 나중에 하긴 해야 되는데 이거 더럽게
This
한데.
orange machine is dead still. It has.
근데 이거 온도를 유지를 해야 되는 거 아닐까? 고장나는 거 아닌가?
Only the red cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the black one lies neglected on the floor.
얼음 녹기 전에 해야 될 것 같은데. 모르겠다. 일단은 해. 이걸 장비를 했는데도.
This orange machine.
이렇게 양손에다 들고 하면은 뭐가 나아질까?
This orange
안
machine
되네요.
is dead still. It has a. This orange machine. This orange.
에이씨. 안 되나 배. 어렵구만. 일단은 플랫상스랑 얘기하자. 그리고 하루 더 지나가면 얼음 녹을 거라 생각하고 뭐 가야지. 들어가. 얘기 좀 해.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting. Yes.
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I knew it. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes I don't understand. If it's not...
Before you say anything, the narrative she's built, just don't say you don't have any. To hell with it.
솔직하게
The chance
말해야지.
you ought to just lie, sire.
헛소리지 헛소리.
Wait, what?
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
아니 아이씨 진짜. 아니 이런.
Precarious world? I understand what's going on here. You went in, it's okay. You don't have to.
As she has to, every day. Maybe you were wrong.
Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
There was never any other way this
그러니까
could have
아니
gone.
그냥 이거는
She's just too
멀쩡하게
far
미친
gone.
사람인데?
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
에이 너무 별로다. 이거 한번 해볼까? 이런 사람은 너무 별로인 것 같아. 아무튼 완성했습니다. 아이고 성공했습니다. 맞지? 완료. 폭주족 수색. 이거 완료한 거야. 오케이. 그러면은 잠깐만. 이거는 내가 저걸 잠깐만. 다시 그러면 쟤한테 가볼까? 수나한테 도움 요청해볼까? 야, 저거 안 열려. 네가 할 수 있는 모든 수단을 나한테 다 내놔야 된다고. 해보자.
Yes, what is it? Yes?
뭐야? 아무것도 안 되는데?
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just...
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet.
에이,
It's a thing.
까비.
Thanks.
지금 당장은 안 돼. 다른 거 해야 되니까 여기서 저 위쪽으로 올라가 보자. 어차피 지금 당장 진행이 안 되기 때문에 여기서 뭐를 더 할 수가 없어요. 비 오네. 뭐 이건 알지. 보고. 근데 여기 비 되게 자주 오네. 갈매기. 얘가 거의 끝에 다다랐네. 지역의 끝인 것 같은데? 아닌가? 담배꽃무추, 캠프파이어, 두꺼비지, 사다리가 녹슬어 만의 해상교통을 조절합니다. 넥타이. 여기가 지금 끝난 것 같아. 길이 교회에서 요렇게 와서 여기를 거쳐서 얘는 사라진 거. 이게 아까 그럼 거기구나. 시체 발견한데. 그럼 이게 날아간 건 사라진 거네. 그리고 지금 여기에 온 거구나. 그럼 이렇게 다 돌았네. 잠깐만. 그러면은 여기를 내가 봤나? 대충 할 거를 다 한 것 같은데 나중에 여기도 갈 수 있나? 여기가 그 살던 곳이고 여기 이제 좀 날아간 거고 9시 넘어서는 여기 그 숨어든 그 친구 찾아야 되고 그러면 이 아래쪽 요런 데를 다시 한번 돌아다녀 볼까? 아니면 시간 그냥 땜빵 해야 돼. 티오 모리리. 그럼 진짜 애지간한 거 다 본 거 같아. 맵. 이렇게 이 오른쪽 위로 넘어가는 저거 말고는 대충 다 본 거 같고 레벨업 어차피 안 되잖아. 이건 지금 채우고 있는 거고 페어웨더 아래쪽으로 슬슬 내려가서 안 본 데 있나 한 번만 다시 보자. 뭐야? 이게 지금 교회고 이 아래쪽으로 쭉 내려가는 거. 이게 이 건물이 지금 교회 이렇게 여기 그다음에 이 건물인 것 같은데 그리고 여기 더 내려갈 수 있는 건가? 잠깐만. 아 그게 이건가 보다 그치? 여기 못 가냐? 아우 쉣. 길 너무 그지같이 만들어놨어. 아우 포킹. 어떻게 갈 건데? 네, 제 친구들이랑 얘기했던 거고 저번에 그다음에 여기 보기는 다 한번 싹 보기는 했다. 여기 더 못 가지? 여기 아우 쉣. 아 이것도 시각화 분석 실패한 거잖아. 진짜 얼테이가 없어. 시각화 분석 찍어놨더니 다 실패하잖아 지금. 엄밀히는 다가 아니지. 근데 체감상 성공률 한 50%밖에 안 되는 것 같아. 그렇게 찍었는데도. 아무튼 그렇게 해서 요거 나중에 한 번 더 레벨업하면 시각화 분석 찍고 아까 그 교회 쪽이랑 두 개는 한 번 다시 해볼 수 있을 것 같아. 다 확률 높은데 실패한 것들이라서. 뭐냐 뱅사. 아우 여기가 좀 길이 많이 그지 같아. 아 여기 다시 교회네. 잠깐만. 아 그 참. 어부의 오두막에서 이거 뭐였지? 얘네는 그 주정뱅이들이었던 거. 이거 뭐였지? 뭐야? 이거 그냥 저건가? 잠깐만. 갈 수 있는 게 여기가 차 아닌가? 여기가 차 찾은 곳 아닌가? 이게 뭐야? 이 처음 보는 것 같은데? 이런 데가 또 있었네? 이게 뭐야? 얘기 좀 해.
Hi, officer.
투망꾼. 칼.
Factory balanced. Bakelite and
Anything I can help you with? A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't look... The sign on the street leading here is illegible. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of... It's a regular mass-produced sword. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, gone.
아이고.
It absolutely does not. We are not good.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the west. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there drunk like a... Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need...
Let's see. Who are you? Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Like I said, fish mostly. Sometimes I also walk to the...
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Fine by me. Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. Aye. Sunny days.
No, ma'am. We have no...
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out...
There's a moment's silence. She looks...
In time, when the sea...
My prediction. It will be at least 2 days.
Oh?
이것도
Well,
안
how can
되잖아.
I assist?
오케이. 뭐 할 건 다 했네요. 별건 없었어. 야. 여기도 다 봤네. 아, 얘가 서명 받아야 되는 저거네, 릴리에. 뭐 아무튼 아 맞아, 우체통에 거 넣었어야 되는구나. 뭐 아무튼 그것도 그렇게 중요한 건 아니니까. 여기는 이게 끝이야. 그러면은 지역은 다 돈 거 같아. 어디로 가는 게 좋을까? 이거는 굳이 저거 안 하기로 했고, 애기랑 얘기 한번 다시 해볼까?
Hello, mister.
Hello, mister.
Yes, I am. Little Lily. That's nice. My mum is great. She's never angry or anything.
오케이, 오케이.
Bye.
아유, 애기는 귀여워. 아무튼. 그러면은 지금 할 게 마땅히 없으니까 시간을 일단 좀 보낼게요. 그리고 9시에 저쪽 한번 갔다 와야 돼서. 아, 어디가? 이쪽으로 와. 아이, 이렇게 삥삥 돌게 만들어놨어. 아니, 너무 좀 그 예술병에 취한 게 아닌가.
The worn and beaten.
We can sit...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant...
아이씨.
Yes?
아니, 그럼 시간 어디서 보내는데.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction. The youth center cuts it.
아, 이 시간 땜빵하기가 이거 진짜.
There's no way to live. A pawn shop.
뭐죠?
The library card is folded into two.
중부
and
잼록
still slightly
구립도서관
wet to the touch.
회원증.
The front
빌리
side
매장.
reads, Billy is a unisex name. Could be. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books. Most of these titles. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005-0255.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about the...
이거나 하자, 그러면. 6시까지라서 시간이 좀 간당간당하긴 하네. 이거 해서 6시가 넘으면은, 아, 뭐야, 시간 거의 안 지나네? 빠른 이동에 시간 소모가 안 되네?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers. The white suede. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. The handle is pulled back. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
This is Precinct 57. How may I
젠로.
assist you? Hold on. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here.
오케이, 시체 물어보자.
Yet, ready to assist.
Billy Majon, you said. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33B,
케이프사이드
apartment number 20. It's
마르티네이즈.
in Martinet.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives,
어?
isn't it?
It says here that they returned their last... Marie? Marie?
Maurice, what? A woman yells.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it
남편.
was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87. But
Good. You have a name now.
Marie knows Billy.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the...
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie? She said it was an older man. Sorry. Marie wasn't really paying any attention. Happy we could help. Goodbye.
Anything else you need from me? One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex?
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy.
You can hear her quickly.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes? Any information on the library card? Good. You have. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to? I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. 57.
In the cabin, you see a set.
할 거 다 했죠 그러면?
Droplets of rain
뭔데?
fall on the white on blue police livery. Do something important? Something murder related? This is a Caprice Kanema. With its air-cooled
아니 설명 쑤셔 박는 거 이거 진짜.
engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual. The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at. Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
You want to take a closer look? 130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
7.2. Supercharged.
Saying these words brings him immense
어차피
joy.
시간 좀 땜빵해야 되니까.
Yes. An extra.
It's nice and all, but helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. Maybe. Yes.
And means no.
그치 본인이 하고 싶겠지. 아 근데 이 시간 땜빵 해야 되는데 어디서 시간 땜빵 하냐.
The dented yellow, you drop the white envelope. About a week's worth of mail. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that.
All right, let's go back to Evrard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
그래 그러면 에브라트한테 가서 얘기는 하자. 어차피 서명은 첫 서명을 받았으니까 이게 뭐 내 양심에 꺼리 끼거나 할 거는 딱히 없고 공병 일단 한번 팔고
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into.
아이고 이쪽에 있어. 저 에브라트. 아 맞아 저 사진 주운 것도 저 노인들이랑 얘기 한번 해봐야 되는데 생각해보니 짜잘하게 할 것들이 많긴 해.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the Socialist Democratic firm. The Golden Boy returns once more. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today.
Okay.
You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about...
Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was
좋아요.
found 2
어디
days ago.
있습니까?
An old woman has it, and Let me tell you how.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as...
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're
I,
gonna...
for one, find it refreshing.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
As I said, she's a character. I did...
Unstable is good.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village.
She will be there from
10시부터
22
2시까지
hours.
More
오케이.
fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead. Why a war of...
And what do you...
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war. Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, we're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers,
이게
that
본심이지,
big
사실상.
train, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it's already happening. 2,372.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a late...
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts?
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal 100... All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health with... The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry.
Benefit is a children's cold medicine.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pirog...
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer, but if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow...
He's basically admitting to it.
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry. You do... Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical... Let's look at the big picture.
아, 근데 진짜 이런 애들 진짜...
I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures? Harry, the length you're willing to go to keep your nose clean is remarkable. You will always have a warm bed in Mr. Clare's household. We're way past specific union members now. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry. Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything Well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout.
So the village is doomed.
You were there. You saw the place. A wasteland. There's reset. I have big plans for Martinez. And they do not include humans. Harry, imagine a youth center supermarket
그러니까.
chat complex.
그리고 이제 이 2등 나오는 거는 자기가 다 챙기겠지.
The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years, and I knew you were one too, Harry. Right when you rolled into town. I've got the center. I've got...
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things. And Eve...
Oh, I do, Harry. I really do. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier.
일단 뭐 대충 맞춰주고
Great, Harry,
가자.
great. I think we've truly built a bridge between Martinez. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing some...
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, yes, you. Word on the street is you keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the... Okay, not in so many words. Everyone can see that.
아이 뭐야,
So
헛소리 하지 말고.
Do you have... Very well. I guess no objections. It's anyone? There's one.
이상한 소리를 하고 있어. 레오나르도는 이 친구냐?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes. Wisdom. Mr. Evrat doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys. But who did you want to talk about? He's a union man through and through. Good guy. He's very calm, laid back. Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody likes him. Yes. Whoa, he's really something. He doesn't talk much to me. Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight with some union men. I think he really believes Jean-Luc was the night guard. Ooh, he's a peculiar... We talk all the time, but I don't really know much about him. He plays petanque. They lived on the same street their entire lives. Even dated the same girl on and off for as long as I can remember. Strange fellow. Mr. Martin, yes. Don't really remember much about him. I was just a boy back then. Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through.
He's probably one of those rare specimens who are born when two drunks see...
I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Evrat would like it very much. Sure, mister. What can Leo do for it? Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is... I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. But I can't listen to the radio all the time.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Miss
걔네.
Everett put her through some
저
fancy
변호해주는.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up
For a fraction of a second.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too.
Telling the gardener you know her name might throw her off. Perhaps some...
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in wild pines livery, and the mountains rising behind it's like some red infection was... There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have...
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell... Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
왜 경험치로 됐지? 아무튼 다 물어봤어요. 그러면은 레벨업 했구나. 시각화 부분. 그럼 이제 볼 수 있는 것들이 늘어났고 빌리 매장 이거 20% 이거 나중에 하는 거. 그러니까 지금 요 요거랑 요거 두 개를 해야 되고, 그 다음에 요거. 일단 이제 할 게 그래도 살살 쌓이고 있으니까 하나씩 처리를 해봅시다. 저 노인하고도 한번 얘기해봐야 돼. 경비 노인. 공놀이 하고 있던 사람들. 사진도 챙겼으니까 한 번 더 얘기하고. 이 친구랑도 한번 얘기도 해볼까? 뭐 얘기할 게 있나? 야.
What are wondering, man? How can I help you?
아이, 됐어. 때렸죠. 나는 총. 런, 베비, 런. 여기 있다. 얘기 좀 해. 아이, 들어갈.
Officer, God damn it. Pull yourself together, René. What do you want?
얘인가?
I have really outdone myself. Yes, that's what you need, Gaston.
René, hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this? Let me think. I heard someone was angry. No, officers, I'm sorry.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with your ghost caviar.
He means caviar.
I wish I could, but I just...
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying.
I'm not.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of union prick he can't...
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it?
에브라트는 어떻게 하시는 겁니까?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire Broad.
What do you know about history?
The old soldier mumbles something. There he stands.
Let's try not to get caught in a...
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity...
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't...
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the... He doesn't know anything.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member. I hate this socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written. Oh, nothing official, I assure you.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
네.
On the Union track. No, thank you.
뭐 더 물어볼 게 없네요.
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your knock. Ah, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
A superpower, feared and respected. Decisively,
안호해야
without fear
하네.
of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. You haven't lived as long as I have, son. With age.
And the worst part of that, officer, is having to spend your days...
The carabiner doesn't reply. No one and nothing can change this man's mind.
Right.
네. 나는 그럼 아파트로 가자. 아파트 그 20호실로 한번 가보자. 어차피 아파트에서 시간 좀 때워야 되거든. 9시까지 아파트에 있어야 되기 때문에 이거 뭔가 손가락 같아. 아, 저 조이스랑 한번 얘기할까? 이렇게 된 거? 대충 알아낸 거 공유만 하고 어차피 에브라트도 말해도 상관없어 이랬으니까 얘기해도 상관없겠지.
Good. What can I help you with?
신분증을 찾았습니다.
I love you.
She is memorizing your...
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
뭐
Why,
따로
yes,
적어
I am.
없네.
Good.
아이, 뭐 얘 더 저거 할 거 없다. 그냥 경험치 5 얻은 걸로 만족할게요. 그리고 20호실로 가보자. 유식부실이 어디냐 근데.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive...
He was definitely controversial. There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into their...
별건 없구만. 총알이네. 이거 총 찾으면 쓸 수 있겠네. (20호실) 아 여기는 아닌데? 이거 뭐야? 절단기 껴서 볼 수 있는 건가? 오 쉣. 여기 다 본 거고. 여기는 그냥 화장실이고. 그럼 발코니로 올라가야 되네. 20호라 그랬네.
A weathered brown door. Something smells good. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
You're right. Let's talk.
You hear light footsteps.
We have our first preliminary identification. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part.
The lieutenant motions.
Hello?
And someone turns down the radio.
The police.
Tidying up. There's fear in it.
Come in. The door.
이거는 근데 좀 안타까운 일이긴 하다. 얘기 좀 하자.
From the bookstand.
응? 아, 걔네?
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink?
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here. Condensation. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Is this about Victor, my husband? No, this is something much worse.
How about some small talk before you break the news?
근데 그냥 바로 말하는 게 맞아.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
What did you say? Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here.
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see. And you just... How long had he...
If you say 2 days, maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. She blinks, eyes welling up. The handkerchief.
아, 참.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anyone we could call for you?
No, no. I just need to tell...
Unreal.
God. Should...
No. A day.
Good. That's probably the... Just tell me, what do I need?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RC...
No, I'll call you if something comes up. Thank you. Thank you for telling me.
We should step outside and talk.
아.
You did well.
그치, 뭐 이거는 근데 저 공감 판정을 성공해서 다행이었다.
I'll call the station tomorrow and let them know the name of the deceased. They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live there.
That's it. We should get back to our... Let's go.
시간을 좀 더 죽여야 되는데 저거 그러면은 조사나 하시죠. 그 시각화 분석 다시 한번 해보시지. 그 실패했던 것들. 이것도 실패했었나 내가?
Just an ordinary
이건
wall.
개념하구나.
Nothing to scare.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by?
아니 알고 싶잖아. 키치락이야. 너무 까칠하게 굴지 마. 한 번씩 이렇게 사색하는 시간이 필요하다고. 너무 그렇게 아무것도 생각 안 하면은 머리 빠진다. 보자. 그러면 시각화. 아이씨. 요거랑 요거. 흰색으로 표시된 건 지금 다시 할 수 있는구나. 일단은 저거를 하자. 저 교회부터 가. 아니 씨 이거 실패할 거 아닌데 자꾸 실패하니까 짜증나잖아. 물론 이제 실패할 만한 거를 성공했던 것도 있었지. 아까 그 하는 것처럼. 83인데 이거 실패해봐 진짜.
Wax painting. The jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of
뭐가
the
이
stained glass
모자이크
wall.
창문을 깨트린 거지?
Unknown. A motor carriage. A gunshot.
좀 더 나이 든
Someone
여자는
fallen
누구지?
into- The escutcheon on her
항해왕
throne
이랬네.
says, Irene the Navigator. Small figures of wise men. Below both women. In luminous
Après
black
la
letters.
vie est morte.
Après
Après
la
la
vie.
morte.
Mort. Après la mort. La vie de nouveau.
La vie de nouveau.
And then along the left side, after life, death. After death, life again. After the world.
경위는 별로
the
신경 안 쓸 것 같은데? 뭐야
This
알고 있네?
exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. Justice, union, prudence, and force. Eyes cool.
오케이 일단 요거 성공했어요.
The mother of humanism towers above you.
요거는
A
지금
wax
못하고.
paint.
그리고 저 총자국도 시도를 해볼 거고 이러면서 시간을 보내다가 9시에 가야 되는 거니까 아씨 어떻게 가는 게 편하냐? 얘로 내려가 그냥. 아우 진짜 이거 길 진짜 포킹이야. 여기 다 본 거지. 여기 내가 올라갔었어? 올라갔었지? 뭐지? 모르겠다.
You see, a slogan used to.
아이씨 뭐 또 내려가. 뭔가 꼬맹이가 불쌍해 보이는 저 말 많은 아빠는 더 이상 얘기하기 싫고. 아우 진짜 이 길시치 진짜. 저장 여기서 왜 하냐? 아니 근데 진짜 길 에바야 이거. 왜 이렇게 길을 짱하게 만들어놨지 진짜? 일로 아씨 진짜 포킹이다. 아니 이게 이렇게 삥삥 돌아야 될 거야? 진짜 이거는 아무리 좋게 생각을 하려고 해도 예술병이라고밖에 못하겠어. 아무튼
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching a row of ghostly
그래 이게
shades
이렇게 돼야
stand facing
맞지.
the wall.
아 근데
There are
이거는
many of them.
뭐야 처형?
A dozen at least. The heads 10 meters away. Other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Droplets of rain fall on the wooden planks, the surrounding sand dunes. A long time has passed since the abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions will perform. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the comfort they stand, facing ordinary people. Familiar. Collateral damage on the path toward normalcy and progress. Such is your belief, officer. Maybe you should change it. They were 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coat. The commandant, the one who gives.
I don't know. I don't know who died here. Lined up beside it. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalists. It could even have been the employees of the.
Or maybe.
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition. To be honest, if a coalition member.
그냥 이런 거 판정들은 다 저거네. 그냥 경험치 하나씩 얻는 거 정도네. 이거 자물쇠로 잠긴 문 이거 뭐지? 이거? 뭐 굳이 저거 뭐 지도벽 이거 저거 뭐 이건 저 안쪽에 있는 게 사일렁이나 한번 다시 가서 해보자. 아이 시간 땜빵하기 되게 어렵네. 그리고 여기 길도 개빡쳐가지고 이거 여기 와서 빠른 이동할 수가 있다. 근데 이거 어디 있는 거지? 얘는 잠깐 구수산시장 어촌을 지나 한잣길 몰라. 어쨌든
Everything's still cool here, officer.
아, 이거야?
Start with a little compliment.
Oh, okay.
After all this mess, the broken seals, lie.
An investment?
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
Ha! That! You drive a hard bargain. What? Only a $5? You can't even. Sounds like a fair deal.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull.
요거 한번 성공했네요. 근데 이건 좀 별로긴 하다. 아무튼 돈을 이제 꽤 좀 모으긴 했네. 근데 총을 저걸 해야 되고 9시까지 기다려야 돼서 뭐를 하냐. 이 시간 땜빵 하는 게 상당히 빡세.
A radio microphone. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator.
There's no use pressing the heat button.
Translation. Alternative translation.
운전할 생각도 하지 마라. 저 뭐지? 부인이랑 말 좀 해볼까? 그 남편이랑 찾았다고. 뭐 퀘스트 완료는 됐지만. 뚜루뚜 뚜루뚜. 우리 얘네들도 있네. 말할 수 있는 애들.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Goodness, how it...
He's fine, ma'am. As we...
Oh, yes. But I am so relieved...
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging...
Oh, you don't want to hear about some...
Reflexively.
Well, it was summer.
모래사장에
I was
있어.
building a
갈
racing
때가
track out of sand
있었는데.
on the beach near a tall... Ah, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Betoncourt got bombed in the war.
The strangest moment of my life. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. I tried, but I was only a child. I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress people. We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face. He said my descriptions matched the Phasmid down to a T. Not all of them, as far as I remember. Some of them. It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite...
What if it is the case?
I thought it was wonderful.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do...
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own.
얘네들이랑 얘기를 좀 하자. 이 시간 땜빵용으로 좀.
I can't believe this shit. About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Oh, well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard. No. Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking... Actually, I don't want...
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Hear that? Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the
그런
shooting?
셈이지.
Okay, well... I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom...
Oh my god,
이게
there's
습관이지,
more.
습관.
You want some? Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over. So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Oh
뭐야.
my god, there's more.
오케이, 얘랑은 얘기했고. 와, 근데 이래도 8시네.
Yes.
빡세네.
What is it?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your will.
Can I actually help you with some?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if...
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
And you look like you don't bathe on
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
하하, 뭐 할 게 없네, 할 게.
Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing. No, I don't have a key.
Wondering about it is, of course, exact.
Or some boring story.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. He looks at the dust on his finger.
Yes.
뭐 할 게 없구만, 할 게 없어. 이거 뭐지? 아이 진짜 뭘 더 할 게 없어가지고. 지도벽 이거 뭐야? 되긴 하는데 뭐지? 지도벽? 요거 한번 가서 해볼까? 그 서점 안에 있는 건가?
Several maps have been. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of this large map. Ozon, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust you can. On lost 850. The ocean breaks up connections that you have little idea.
한정만 좀 해보자.
Oh God, the north coast of to the east, Huron. It's so small. No, this is somewhere.
I'm sorry, officer. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. Yes, yes. Are you interested or not?
뭐지? 지도벽.
Shelves full of biography.
아이씨. 뭐지? 아, 모르겠다. 이거 시간을 좀 땜빵을 해야 되는데 할 수가 없네. 이건 한번 써볼까?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. It's a thick layer of graffito covers the lens. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and grey. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the
지고한 도덕적 지향점을 나타냅니다.
the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea.
이게 저 돈 내고 저거 하는 게 있을 텐데 이거.
This coin-operated viewer is facing your money disappears. The curtains on the display open. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet. It looks as if it was its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
마지막 입생가?
Really? I don't have the eyesight.
The little brave birch tree.
리얼 아무것도 없네. 아직도 시간이 이렇게 남았는데 뭐를 하고 땜빵을 해야 되냐 이거. 벤치 앉으면 키츠라이가 또 뭐라 그런다고. 그러니까 멀탱이가 없어요.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of.
This is Precinct 57. Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything at 57?
In the cabin, you.
아니다.
Inside, you see a set
신분증
of steering
찾았다고
levers,
얘기해볼까?
a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
아,
Roger that. 10-10,
이거 씨,
over.
어떻게 시간 땜빵 하냐?
Right to work! Right to work! Sure. When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches beats me, they mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of
부조화가
the
느껴져.
attire seen. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with money. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the silence is the answer. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Hell no.
It just has to be said. That was not a convincing lie.
Fucking bug.
You hear a tiny... I'm going to interpret that.
How about you fuck?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above, the man's breathing steadies, but his eyes up.
아, 참. 이거 시간 땜빵이 너무 힘들어. 책 읽으면 또 막 정신력이 깎인단 말이야. 개 짜증나게.
The face of King Fleece. This section includes, you also skip, face it, you flip back to the front, comrade. As you know, this, but like
이런 거 그냥
four
시간
issues
땜빵용으로
in,
좀
and
넘길게요.
so please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on
What do you expect?
you flip back to the front of the magazine. It takes a moment, but why they decided it evokes a sense of record. As you leaf through this section, you come across the main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tourney, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tourney is an inter-Isolari racing series. Mostly known, this so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A. You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically
정치적으로
problematic
문제가 있는
aspects
측면에
of
대한.
Tip Top Tourney. Where to even start? For one, there's the crash. So,
시간 확 지났다.
basically, oddly enough, this article has, there's no way. Have you ever met anyone more than that? They're likely anagram. Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure. Thus, the so-called tourney becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a frit. And that precisely is what's problematic about it. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of... Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the stilted language and overconfident tone. That's the real. The magazine stares back at you defiantly. It's pretty sure you just don't get it.
Oh, come on. Can this art... A certain kind of young man reads one of... If I had to wager, I'd say they've...
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
지역 현황.
Much of this section is taken. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants. According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation. Why do communists love puerile insults? You flip back to the front of the magazine.
드디어 9시 됐어. 미친. 힘들었다.
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar.
일단 아파트 먼저 가고 순서대로 그리고서 하루 마무리하면 되니까 아파트를 갔다가 총 찾고 하루 마무리. 아, 이거 하느라도 또 힘들었다. 시간 기다리는 게 힘들었다. 얘기 좀 해. 이 자식아.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit. It feels like a Friday.
It was mine. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. That's nice, but I don't have...
He takes another drag. Downstairs, a cat.
Besides, I've got to run. To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Something flutters in the...
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
일단은 오케이.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Who knows, detective? It's a mystery.
왜 숨기지 얼굴을?
Different, of course. His shirt. His shirt.
He's trying to dive deep.
His shirt. No, come on, detective. Let's go.
뭐야? 그냥 유교보이라서 셔츠 이거 풀린 거 못 참는 거임? 왜 마이너스밖에 없어? 망각하려면 스킬 포인트 써야 되냐? 오지네. 이건 좋고, 이것도 좋고, 이거는 별로. 아, 이것도 좋고, 이것도 좋고, 이거 별로야. 이거는 지우자. 별로인 것 같아. 쟤는 누구냐? 이제부터 알아가야지. 오, 뭐야, 삽갓. 정부일? 일단 방 조사 좀 할게. 너는 누구야 그래서?
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia. My name is Charles Vildrouin,
Charles
and I'm an
Vildrouin.
official with the coalition government. I heard you talking to my friend outside.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Of course. Let me just say it has been an emotional week.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
목격하신
I'm sorry to
겁니까?
say I did, officer.
처음부터 설명해 주세요.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what...
He holds out his hand.
What do you mean? Like in...
It was just so strange.
거의 이해할 수
I could barely comprehend.
없었습니다.
I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air.
사람 몸같이
I remember
보이는
the
걸
first day
들고
came in,
있었고
carrying what
주위에
looked like
창문이
a- That's when I
덮치고
understood.
봐선 안 될 것을 막.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least
그자들은
incapacitated.
누구임?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few. Let's just say that the laboring classes can
몇
get. I
명이었나요?
couldn't tell you exactly.
8명쯤.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention
거부가
of that
있었나요?
number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, I went back inside.
Yes, back in.
Were you able to see any...
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing. to see.
남성이었나요?
All
여성?
men, I presume. But
But we are fairly...
it's possible, officer. But I cannot say for certain. I believe they were mostly white. Though I believe well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened.
아무 일도
It
없었습니다.
was eventually their shouts died down, and that was all. I'm afraid I don't have.
About what time? What?
All I can say
늦은
is that
시간.
it was. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance.
무슨 일을
The
하시는 거죠?
coalition is only looking out for the price stability. The economy impacts the entire international community. Well,
아파트.
I'm renovating it. You could say I'm undoing some of the material that... Yes, as I said before, I'm a commission...
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there...
Whatever you wish. My friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from... Sorry. Who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue... Officer, you have to understand. I can't... He's deeply enmeshed in...
As though you weren't envious enough.
He's a truly free spirit.
자유로운 영혼.
He likes all the arts. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the insulin. Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are.
말 엄청 돌리네 이 자식.
I'm just enjoying the view. We're old friends. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very... I'm all ears, officer.
Okay,
A moment.
okay.
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
아, 참.
It's against diplomatic best practices for an officer.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
더 얘기를 해야 되나? 근데 더 얘기할 거 없어 보이는데?
Sure, go ahead.
한번 다시
Was there
그냥 저거
anything
해보자.
else? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Because I did it? Officer, it's very difficult.
He holds out.
What do you mean?
It was just so... I was on the balcony,
Aye.
that's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim wasn't.
I went back and...
Yes.
Were you able to?
Officer...
그냥 똑같네.
Well, that's... Eventually, their shouts that... You're right, of course. I'm afraid I don't have...
About what time was all?
All I can say is that it... My watch. Yes, now I remember. It was... No, I didn't see the corpse. Of course. Anything... Of course.
에이. 나 할 건 했는데 별건 없었네. 모자가 이 삭가? 뭐 할 거는 딱히 없네. 가. 36분. 그러면은 저거는 한 거고 주말 친구들. 그러면은 이 짭짭새 요거 해야 되는데 어촌을 지나 판잣길이 나올 때까지 가면 돼. 아, 잘못 들었다. 빠른 이동으로 갈게요. 어촌을 지나 판잣길. 그러니까 어쨌든 여기 어촌을 뭐 어쨌든 이 부분이라는 거 아닐까? 모르겠다. 근데 길은 다 한 번씩 다 보긴 했으니까 어차피 10시까지 기다리긴 해야 돼서 저기 저 소용돌이 넝마 거기 앞에서 책 한 번 더 읽어야 돼.
The face of King Fleece. Unsurprising, you skim that. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin. According to the why do you flip back to the front of the magazine? This section, you also face it. You flip back to the front of Comrade. But like only 4 issues. So please, if you value, you flip back to the front. Unsurprising, you skim the headlines. Paint the heart. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin. The eternal problem. Thus, you flip back to the.
아우, 그참. 아, 이거 됐네? One more door.
There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open
감정
all the
백색
doors.
판정이 해제돼.
You have.
그냥 이거 저거네 다 마이너스밖에 없네. 이런 거는 빼야 돼.
Wow. So someone's been a little. Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, no need to be defensive. The regular. Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper done and done. No actual
리얼 진짜. 오케이, 그러면은 빠른 이동으로 여기로 가서 애들 들어간 거지 이제. 판잣길이 나올 때까지 가야 된다는데 여기가 판잣길 아니야? 어딨냐? 구수산시장. 여기인가? 여기? 그럼 또 돌아야 되잖아. 아 진짜 호러블하다 진짜. 여기는 아니야. 여기는 요거 잠깐만 얼라리? 아니 근데 어쨌든 여기는 아니지 않나? 아래쪽부터 먼저 갈게요. 아, 이 자식들은 밤에도 하고 있네. 말이나 한번 해주자. 빨리 가라고. 아, 정신이 나갔네.
What can I do for... I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer. Well, be that as it may, I'd bring it to me at once.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim.
There are 4 in total. Another we set in Land's End. The third is set near the... You should check at least one of those before returning to this one.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this? Is it?
If you think it's important.
That's highly unlikely, officer. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromones should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the... Wise choice.
I hope you're not buying this. It dispenses...
It is precious. A single dose.
Right. Which...
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's...
Finally! Thank you for your help.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have... But what if the information is vital? On...
아, 이거 퀘스트는 솔직히 대벌레 퀘스트는 안 해도 돼. 별로 나도 관심이 없고 그냥 쟤네들 빨리 들어가게 해서 저거나 한번 그냥 하는 거야.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks behind you. The ruins of a locusts are crawling around in the trap. Confused.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down. 3 to go.
You set.
여기가 수산시장이면 여기 있어야 될 것 같은데. 여기가 수산시장이 아닌가 보지? 어디 있는 거지? 고해 쪽까지 가진 않을 것 같은데 어촌 쪽으로 다시 가봐야 되겠다.
This is the trap. This trap is also
another empty trap.
Neither does.
누가 저거 하는 거야? 이쪽은 교회잖아. 얘도 아직도 이러고 있네. 여기도 아닐 텐데. 어디 있는데?
Yes?
The old woman. The buzz of... There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
Yes, I can't. My suggestion is don't go any old. I can wash it for you.
Hell yeah.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Suit yourself. Patience obviously isn't your strong suit.
나중에 하자 그러면. 이거 나중에 어쨌든 시간을 한번 낼 수 있는 거니까. 아니 그런데 이 짭짭센즈 뭔지는 어디 있는데. 아 리얼. 이쪽 갈 수 있나? 여기가 수산시장 아닐 텐데 학교 같은 거 같아. 정말. 아우 좀.
This trap's not too hard to spot. Nothing but local.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
The lieutenant stretches.
아니 씨. 또 어디 있는 거야? 그 짭짭센즈 뭔지는. 구수산시장 어촌을 지나 판잣길이 나올 때까지 하고 있잖아. 그래서 이쪽 내가 갔던 데 어촌이잖아. 이거는 내 차고. 리얼. 오촌이잖아 여기 오촌. 오촌 지났어. 이게 판잣길 아니야? 근데 여기는 없었고. 이 포킹 진짜. 이것도 판잣길이고. 아 정말. 뭐가 뜨는데 뭐 버그인지 뭐 아무것도 없고. 이 수산시장은 어디 있는지도 모르겠고. 뭐냐 이게? 저 자식이구나.
Put your hands where I can see them. Show me your hands. This is the pigs.
진짜 미친 여자네.
Scavenged. Battery-powered police light. Her hand is trembling from some...
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Failure to comply. I am the police. Don't move. Suspect is on the loose. Suspect that one extra lick with a baton or extra knee strike in front.
Be careful, detective.
You'll have to go for the gun sooner. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded.
한번 해보자. 근데 맞으면은 좀 심각하긴 하겠다.
She's frantic,
아이 미친.
confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough.
아니
The lieutenant's got her.
진짜 어이가 없어요.
Oh my God.
God, I almost blew her.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapon, police gun. Others have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me?
Grab the gun. Right now.
No one ever cares.
아니 진짜 어이가 없네
Great
진짜.
gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is...
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
I don't think there's any need for that. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But I think we're done.
Please.
Reflex to what? She stands motionless.
음색? 잠깐만 일단은 이제 총알 있지 않았냐? 아, 한 발 있음.
The woman stands slumped. Is one of those things a police cap? She doesn't even flip.
Oh,
it's hard to say. It's been so long since she...
It's your hat.
The old woman doesn't react.
에휴. 아니. 일단 자러 갑시다. 자고 일어나서 다음날에 그 하디한테 얘기하고 그럼 그 전에 세탁 한번 하자.
Our tenant, the police. Well, hand it over then. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice.
오. 통증 한계치, 어스름, 연금. 통증 한계치. 나는 자자. 너도
It's
자.
getting cold. This late in the...
Good night, officer.
The bed is comforting. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby.
아, 또 잡소리 나오나 이거?
Thoughts, baby.
아.
A million little lights in the...
Recorded in you. Forever.
No. On and on it goes.
Behold, there are millions.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you can never forget this shit.
It's not possible anymore.
You're the son of the world again. Harris.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you?
You'll go insane if you keep...
For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles, doing your tasks, crossing names off lists, trying to become some sort of...
Are you sure? You could be closing...
Did you hear that?
Just another...
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all...
아니 잠잤을 때 이거 파충류 뇌 이런 거 진짜 뭐지 이거?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight, like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman. The sharp blade changes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling.
오케이. 어쨌든 면도도 했다. 굿. 자, 얘기를 좀 다시 할까?
It's you again. What is it?
What? You're local law enforcement, aren't you?
Yeah. We'll send someone out. God, poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kuran.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene.
Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun.
No? Well, whatever then. Copper.
No. They totally said what it was.
I don't remember. Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with?
할머니는 어쩌다 그렇게 됐지?
Get wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well,
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Yeah.
whatever, Cole. Don't worry
오케이.
about it.
고마워.
No problemo.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes.
이거 오, 꽤 많이 올라왔네. 다시 한번 해볼까?
As you look around this
Okay.
room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco.
아씨, 멘트.
You got a problem with beer?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been given.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while they're...
So what? What do you...
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine.
뭐
If
그래,
you don't,
당연하지.
if you...
What is her name?
Glacia.
플라시에 아만.
She's staying here.
아, 그 위에 걔구나.
A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
냉정함 이거.
You inexplicably
이건 안 되지.
cool after the victim's name.
I don't understand what's so cool.
Nothing.
With calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Relationship? There was no...
It was like that karaoke incident all over again.
Okay, enough.
We did it before we killed him.
It would help if we established...
All right. 2 weeks, maybe.
이제쯤
You go, boss.
된다.
I know her.
How well...
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth.
Well enough, copper. We party, if you
그래.
remember what I said. Freight train. A witness?
That's just contact this Titus. Next, he's gonna tell
목격자는
you
이
one
동네
of us
사람이
already.
아니야.
Well, let's hear.
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Yeah, right. Like we...
MI is short for moral inter.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Like fishing. They are desperate.
교수 형이 굉장히 조용하게.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around. Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they...
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
왜 그렇게 조용했던 건가?
We were drinking, weren't we?
Right. I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
Arab guy?
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene,
비현실적인
Theo, and Elaine,
연극처럼
They're
보였다고
those
했는데.
flaccid MI cocks. with Hercule.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry, we didn't make...
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong
Shanky.
about the lynching story.
확신이
Now I know there
되었어요.
was.
You don't know.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Some witness. I pulled the...
You don't have to go to school for...
You're doing a hell of a job.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Again?
이거는 뭐 다른 거
Serious.
없고.
Yeah. Whatever.
오케이. 어쨌든 이제 슬슬 진전이 좀 되고 있긴 해요. 뭐 실마리나 이런 거 아직 잘 모르겠지만 하나씩은 이제 가고 있네. 함정 확인 패드 빌딩에서 이건 나중에 하면 되고 기출하기.
Officer, what was that? Yes. The victim?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together? Anything else? Okay, that's manageable. That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else? Understood. You were not in good shape.
이
We'll
정도면
be
좋지.
alright.
You feel fortified by
아이.
is it though? Nothing.
저거 안 먹기를 잘했네. 뭐야? 야, 이 자식.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. I am. So are you. What brings you here? Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going... let me think.
용병.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded nothing. That I didn't see anything. What friend? No, I don't think... Muscular, handsome, strong. Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece, just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Sure. Anything else on your mind? Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? Well, here's to you. You did. And how did you like him? I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people. He has keys. And he likes the view. What about me, gendarme?
이거는 아마 실패할 것 같은데.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
나중에 또 얘기를 하면 되고 얘네들이랑은 얘기해서 뭐 더 얻을 게 없었고 근데 한 번은 말은 걸어보고.
Again?
오케이 됐어. 두두두두두두두. 여기 저거 있네. 오케이 질문 좀 하자.
Who is it?
Tired. Control.
This is the police.
Come on up. The door is open.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere.
아 그러네. 여기가 이제 위층 또 연결이 되는 거네. 4개월어치 숙박비를 지불했습니다. 아우 씨 진짜.
This medicine cabinet is
알야.
full of wares. Sheets of pills.
칫솔을
It's been
본다.
used, but not for scrubbing blood off time. It's clean of chemical
약품을
pharmaceuticals
본다.
lining the shelves.
많이도
Sheet upon
모아놨군.
sheet of pill bottle next to pill.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the
비강
cabinet.
스프레이, 나크라, 이거 마약이니?
Nacra. This is used to treat
치료.
opioid overdoses. Always handy.
Interesting. That's used for diamorph.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Godvaldian.
되냐?
Marked red blister.
빡!
Nothing
아우
worse.
진짜 씨
The
겁나
further
실패하네
you look,
진짜.
The more arcane it gets. You This window is pristine on the
안쪽이
inside,
매우
unlike the
깨끗하다.
one next to it, smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside. Following your lead, the
Looks like it, yes.
오케이. 아. 이렇게 이쪽으로 와서 들어와야 되는 거구나. 여기는 그러면은 값이 더 비싸겠는데? 숙박비 같은 게?
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up. You catch a single white flower between. The young woman looks at the Maybell. The lieutenant gives you.
뭐야 이거? 야, 은방울 꽃 하나 있는 거야 그래서?
6 crumbling petals rest.
This is the Insulindian lily,
Insulindian
called Maybells.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit.
The revolutionaries. So it's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going. Maybe not.
The petals.
나중에 다시 조사를 해보기로 하고 레벨업. 전기화학, 시각화 분석, 협응력.
The same small, heavy door. No lock.
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found in it. I don't know. The further the vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in, or I hate it when that happens.
일단은 얘기하고.
Welcome to the roof.
Welcome to the loop.
Her hair is still below her silvery jumpsuit.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. They also say it's where
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations. Oh yeah.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
No comment.
We are investigating.
Huh. I see.
It's like she's disappointed this wasn't about more entertaining matters.
Clasier Amandu.
Same name that her birthmark also.
Clasier Amandu.
You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Right, sir. Vredefort. Republic of something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied. Back to me. I'm afraid you.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location.
Thank you for your candor.
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. Look, officers. I like this place. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from
그럼 가명을 된 게 아니란 걸 어떻게 알지?
If I were to lie to you,
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
it's also why
else?
I'm an unpopular girl. The kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. I would love to change the subject. It's not important.
네가 용의자라면?
No, I'm.
She doesn't seem to be overly.
My colleague is an exploratory.
He's thinking, I like this kind of prodding.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
오키도키.
The record. So, yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
그치, 이 옥상까지 쓸 수 있으니까.
I have no idea, officer. It is.
The lieutenant, he finds the answer unsatisfying.
뭘 하고 있던
I'm
거지?
wintering.
How long have you been?
About 4 months.
The bills downstairs.
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go. I'm really not.
이런저런 처방약들을 꽤 많이 모아뒀던데?
Thank you. I've put a lot of time.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day.
The anti-star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry. Very funky. Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Yeah. All right.
일단 제일 마지막에 하자.
Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know.
사실 이게
Officer,
핵심이죠.
It's a bit early.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jack up the charges, they'll have to get someone more,
It's all very organic. By they, she.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. We partied. With all due respect, sir.
그래?
I think we partied a little. Oh, it is.
What did you do?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder, and then drinking hard. Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
I'm 89% sure. Cool.
She sincerely thinks it's very cool of you.
They're
어떻게
frequent
알지?
guests downstairs. They have over drinks. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as
I'm sorry to have to ask this.
I have.
뭐 타이터스겠지?
She sips her coffee. Birds circle overhead.
He had something to do with the
사업과
strike.
관련이.
And his role in
I think he was in a security
보안요원.
detail. He was ex-military. Worked for Wild Pines.
And they lynched him?
She nods.
Oh, yes.
A bitter cringe.
You called us.
Yes.
Jackpot.
그렇군.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell it.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic with nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into...
So, she's Scott's mystery phone cutter.
Did I?
그렇군.
Fuck.
Jigsaw falling.
그냥 샥샥샥샥 맞춰지는데
This is
갑자기?
satis. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid.
We're not entirely convinced.
Thank you for making the...
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, you'd still be hanging there.
그치.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
I know it's difficult, miss.
오케이, 나중에
We can
다시
return
하고.
to it later.
왜 머리에 총알이 박혀있지?
Bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on anything.
They stripped...
You mean
옷을
after they hanged him?
벗기고 옷은 잠깐 아니야.
I'm confused, so...
So am I.
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged.
This is beginning to get confusing for you.
발생할 때 어디 있었지?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs
실비가
with
계속
Sylvie.
이름이 나오네. 잠깐. 근데 다 물어본 건가 그러면?
She breathes a
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, you know, change the subject to
뭔가 한번
something more
가보자.
lighthearted now?
She looks back. Don't worry. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are advised.
시선을 피한다.
The strange moment.
이건 나중에 다시 하고 이것도
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m.
11시까지 있을 거예요.
The same is barred from the inside. Sounds like it's heavy. Must be something valuable inside to go through the trouble of protecting it.
이거는 보나마나 저거야. 이 실패하면 체력 깎여. 그래서 안 할 거야. 키츠라기
Looks
또
like we
말을
have more
하고.
to discuss with those so-called hardy. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. What else could she have done? Lie?
You would have caught it.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You
뭔가
think so?
빠진 느낌인데.
She seemed forthcoming. The best liars are always forthcoming.
오케이. 이제 확실히 좀 진행이 되네. 처음 할 때는 진짜 좀 많이 이게 여기가 이제 저거구나. 처음 할 때는 진짜 이거 약간 막막했다 그래야 되나? 약간 그랬는데. 오케이, 일단은 그러면 하디 얘네들이랑 또 얘기를 해봐야 되니까 내려갑시다. 야, 좀 자주 봐야겠다. 니네 이 구린 것들이 너무 많아. 우리 친구들. 니네들이 처음부터 깔끔하게 일 처리를 했으면은 근데 이러면은 쟤 위험해지는 거 아닌가?
I knew that fucking whore.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
아이, 쓰레기 이거.
She's just in denial, asshole.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Lawman, I'm at the end, and you went and
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit.
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice. Someone has to rush in to break the tension.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him. Show it to him, T.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters. A mess. It might be nice to listen to.
내가 왜 이 테이프에 신경 써야 하나?
You don't care about evidence.
Fix, T. They don't get up.
I won't be on your bulletin board.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep.
I'm sure we can find a tip.
Where can I listen to this? What?
Yeah, play it with your ass,
아이고,
cocksucker.
진짜 이 말하는 꼬라지 봐라, 진짜.
I'm sure we can find a tape play.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
오케이.
You think we go into this shit?
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analyst, radio officer.
We have machines. We're in legit.
Understood.
Since way before they're cheap.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a cool.
Don't put yourself down.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday. Yeah. What you do that?
일단 테이프 들어봅시다. 뭐 어려운 것도 아니고. 붐박스. 방에 하나 있다 그랬는데, 근데 이거 돈을 내야 되는 거 아닌가? 지금 못 들어가지 않나? 25골드 내야 되는 거 아닌가? 되네? 뭐야?
The compact tape player. The machine was made in Revachol by a company called. There's no fixing this.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix. My Kinema only comes with radio.
전당포. 오케이. 이거 뭐 다시 시도할 수 있는 거 한 번씩 해볼까?
A mirror
이것도 뭐
hangs
있지
on the
않나?
bathroom wall. In it, your clean-shaven face adorned with the faucet is quite terrible. You handle the chain cutters deftly. Told you that you need. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. It's like something
됐다.
snaps in you. A nerve just like
나
that.
표정.
It's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks.
이제 웃음이 끝났네. 뿅.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the. Where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe.
이 꼴은
No
미안하게.
problem, officer.
오케이. 가자. 전당포로 그럼 먼저 가면 되겠다. 지금 요거 저거 시체는 나중에 하면 되고 이것도 나중에 하면 교회로 가서 하면 되고 스나의 업무. 아 이것도 해야 되네. 그러면은 일단은 나가서 저거 저 아이스크림 제조기 다시 한번 볼게요. 이제 표정 침울해졌어. 겁나 침울해졌어.
This orange
아이씨
machine
언제
is
되는
dead
거야?
still. It has a
얼탱이가 없네
hand crank
진짜.
ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around.
녹였잖아.
Only the red cable is plugged. An electric sizzle. The room is.
어렵네. 그다음에 요거 해서 그 인적사항 한번. 너 뭐야? 야 이 자식 너 뭐야? 너네 왜 여기 서 있어?
One brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make.
Yeah, tribal shit.
Well, I appreciate the interest you take.
It's just theoretical work, copper.
Skulls. Now there's a strong.
I can tell you who we're not, cop.
Which is not to say that
the part of this presentation.
Okay then, let's indulge in
스컬이
some
누군데?
intellectual exchange.
You don't know?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
the question was rhetorical.
갱단이에요.
The nastiest bunch of
possessing an infinite amount of fuck all.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock.
잼록에 초토화시고.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom like murder. Yeah, sure.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah,
These punks don't know it.
Hey, stop right.
Ah, this sounds like epistemology.
Sure. Understandable. Fuck and I
스컬
appreciate your...
신디라고
Oh,
알아?
yeah. Cindy.
Yeah, a true...
By the way, if you see...
For all their nihilistic, the lieutenant on your left
귀엽네.
is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
심연을 경계하라.
Whoa, come on.
Yeah, no need.
That's right.
You wanna talk? Let's talk.
He liked how you decisively shut down.
We're not franchise skulls. Well, because we can be just as psych.
But in a non-threatening...
We'll fuck the system from...
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
오케이. 아이. 그냥 잡다구리한 친구들이었어요.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be for 57.
매번
In the cabin, you see
저거 하는데도 딱히 진전이 없네. 얘는. 그러고 지금 그러면은 이게 지금 안 돼요. 수나 흥정 확인 있고 아스 이거는 저거 해야 되고 아 오케이 아래로 내려가서 그거 전당포 여기
hello. Yeah, we still have those boom boxes.
Thank you.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt. Oh yeah, the print depicts
이건
a
뭐야?
muscled man
타오르는
striped
헬름단.
with antlers on the hood of the man's cloak.
얼마에
Two
배워?
real.
That's dirt cheap.
You should.
굳이 살 필요 없을 것 같아. 이거 뭐야?
Typical Martinez
아이언
streetlight
가로등.
sits.
이게 북박스?
The boomboxes
맞네.
wait on the shelves, and your boombox.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never. Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul.
확실히 잘
Pays
동작하는 거 맞나?
absolutely. I've tested it.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like?
The stuff I record myself.
Maybe you should ditch
경찰
music.
할인으로.
At discount.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Dorgunner Megamix is his type of tape. So
4 real is offensively low. But just this once.
오케이.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction.
이러면은 나한테 들어온 거야? 부음박스? 오. 아씨, 겁나게 크네 진짜.
the porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying push. Come on.
오케이, 해봅시다. 이게 무슨 레바시올이야.
This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephant.
The harbor. That's the son of a false.
크레인.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up.
아이고.
Soldier of the apocalypse style. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the
아이고.
counter. You know, the never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porter reel.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to
편집할 수
seem more
있다.
incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Indeed, but
there's more going on here than we know.
It seemed authentic enough. Still,
there's more going on here.
Corti could be short for Cortena, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably a village on the Samaran Isla in South Safre. Who knows? Maybe
a symbol of soldier of the.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here.
As you take out the tape, the contrast feels chilly.
오케이. 흘려보냈는데?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Goodness, how is he?
He's fine, man.
Oh, yeah, but I am.
You haven't, however. There are dangers.
아, 이거까지 해야 돼? 퀘스트를 아예 완료를 해야 그러면. 이제 좀 진정됐니?
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
She puts her with a soft ring.
Did he? I never.
She doesn't care. If
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
The phrase was used.
Yeah. That was practically his
작업
pickup
멘트.
line.
종말의 병사.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the... He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did.
Yes, was he...
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. to keep on living
자기
until
합리화라고
they
해야
just
되나?
She's quite observant about the human character.
대응기계.
Trained to observe, even.
running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits.
랠리. 이름이
Lenny's punchlines,
랠리인가
though.
보네.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Khohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person.
샤워하면서도
Then cast in Orani ceramic
침대에서도
armor, which he wore in bed. And we're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You...
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury out.
What kind of man was he?
Thank you for clearing that up, miss.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and...
Like, for example...
Actually, officer, I didn't know his...
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that.
자신의
And it
것이
was his
아니다.
army.
Lelystad. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things.
The young woman cranes her neck. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
In Oranje,
Oranje.
officer. It's, I think, municipality.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and...
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes.
Did that bring you...
No. He was too old for that.
나쁜
No
습관.
love for Mother Aranye. But wasn't he a soldier? This...
No. He left the national service after they taught him to do what he did on... He was by no means a stupid man. There is nothing on Muindi. I love Ravachol,
몇
though. He was
살이었지?
42.
42살.
Are you...
He had many scars that made him appear old. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2-day.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. The young woman looks. She's clearly sensing something. A spike in testosterone.
남자 눈은 무슨
Like
색이었지?
blue.
파란색.
They were like, pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He was,
He had a combat wound?
yes, severe.
Ah, yes.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine. Oh, that.
프로지도.
Sure, waterways. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature.
Is this Oranese lit?
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, and so it goes. Stara. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms from a small town. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort.
킬러
And he
아카데미.
killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. Change of topic,
명예해줘서
perhaps?
고맙고.
All right. Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more.
에이, 할 건 다
Stop.
했고,
That
42살.
man, below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen.
무슨 말을 하고
indignity.
싶은 거야?
How old are you? That's where this is. You could ask either one of them.
또.
Huh.
She's buying.
I don't know. 40? I was like 9 when... Let's say you were 20-something. 25.
44살. 와.
Yeah. I have a university. Absolutely.
Yes, miss, but for him that number is 56.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
덤벼. 난 진실 따위
To the
두렵지 않아.
laboratorium.
근데 일단 하나를 날려야 될 것 같아. 이런 감정 백색 판정 해제돼. 생년월일 생성기. 해봅시다. 해봐. 난 요렇게 됐고, 그러면은 타이터스와 얘기하기. 타이터스랑 여기까지만 하고 오늘은 마무리를 지을게요. 그리고 다음 주나 아니면은 내가 하고 싶을 때. 아, 그리고 데이브 더 다이버도 그냥 좀 더 할까 싶기도 해. 엔딩 보고 어쨌든 끝까지 한번 해보는 걸로. 그냥 타이터스 너는 얘기 좀 해.
It's you again.
네가 한꺼번에 잘 안 알려주니까 내가 계속 너를 찾아와야 되잖아. 내가 오는 게 싫으면 한꺼번에 얘기를 잘 하든가.
And that fucking fucker.
금덩이나 다름없었는데.
Fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Dark is when you... What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like?
향수에 젖도록. 아이씨.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little
우습다고 느꼈던 것 같습니다.
Funny. No good.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along.
그러니까 얘랑 처음에는 이제 좀 관계가 있다가 그 용병이 오고 용병이랑 이제 사귀어서 얘는 이제 또 그거에 좀 앙심을 품었든지 뭐 그런 건가 보지.
Fucking righty then. I guess it's good then.
아주 그냥 등치는 큰데 속은 속 알맹이는 아주 그냥 밴댕이구만.
Please try to control yourself in the present.
This is just perfect. Just fuck.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
솔직해져 보게.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. They're confused.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you. Next time you see her, tell her that lying scam.
오, 뭘 하려고?
On the floor, beer drips out of the can.
What is this quiet funeral shit?
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
Oh.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
자, 한번 봅시다. 조정당하고 있다고 설득한다. 되려나? 왜 이런 중요한 건 좀 성공 좀 그래 좋아.
Titus, he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never. Just remember, it's about more than Claudia. It's about these men and Mark. He'll get it. Go on.
마르티네즈에는 그냥 마음에 안 든다는 핑계로 사람을 죽인 놈들이 있다고.
Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
어떤 아가씨 때문이다.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right? Alain? You
죽이겠죠.
That's what they do in the wild.
암흑기 때처럼 사람을 목매달아 죽이고 시체를 본보기로 전시까지 하더라.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We just couldn't get him down, okay?
얘네들이 막 시끄러웠던 거 약간 겁먹은 개가 짖는 그런 거였구만.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm, a Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
해오.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. What? What does that mean?
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. You're burning oil. To your right, you sense the air. You only manage to perform one more movement.
뭐야, 죽었어?
Instinctive jerk to your left. Then more dead cops.
헐.
The district of Monterey.
얼탱이가 없네. 야, 이거 박스. 뭐야, 이게 끝난 거야? 홀리 쉣. 잠깐만. 일단 여기서 저장이 됐다는 건 알았어요. 다시 가. 잠깐만. 얘기하고. 저장을 하고
Looks
가야
like
돼.
we have more to discuss with those so-called. Nothing will make them respect the RCM. But what else could she have?
You would have caught it.
If not you, then me. You think so? The best liar.
다시. 아이, 포킹. 뭐야. 아이씨. 이거 어렵네. 잠깐. 다시 할게요. 아이씨. 그러면 이거 다시 다 해야 되는 거 아니야? 젠장. 저거 테이프 저거까지 다시 다 해야 되잖아, 그럼. 제때네. 여기 저장 한번 할게요.
It's you again. What is it? Fuck.
For the record,
Oh, shut.
She's just in the.
Yeah, she's.
This is a
쭉
diversion.
갑시다.
Stay on.
Lawman. And you.
Hit you.
Titus,
Success.
Everard.
When she's angry, someone has.
Look, Copper. Show it to him.
Here, jerk.
This is their last play. This tape. Their story is in.
You don't care.
Big Steve.
I won't.
There's a lot of questions.
What's up?
Now, the door gun is a gun mounted to the door of a
Don't forget your tape, lawman. You do that. Oh.
아이씨. 짜증나네. 얘랑도 얘기 새로 해야 되나? 아니네.
Bye bye, gendarme.
껄끄럽구먼. 이거까지 다시 해야 되잖아. 저거 판정하는 거.
The compact, the machine, there's no.
This would have been my kinema only.
이거 잠깐만, 여기서 저장 다시 한번 빨리 하고.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the chain cutters slip out of your hand.
그러니까 이거 그냥 랜덤이네. 다시.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you.
잠깐만, 방금 어떻게 나왔지? 아까 설득하는 거 저거 성공해가지고 꽤 괜찮았는데.
A mirror hangs on the
버킹이네.
bathroom wall. In it,
난수
the chain
보정되나?
cutters
지금
slip out of your
1오지. 난수 보정은 아닌 것 같은데?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet is quite you handle. Told you that the mirror begins to clear slowly without still not happening. It won't come up.
하나씩 합시다,
A
그러면.
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The faucet is
Okay,
quiet. You handle.
이용했고.
Told you that the mirror begins to clear. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still not happening.
F5가 빠른 저장이구나. 오케이. 그래서 아까 했던 것까지는 저거로 불러오고 싶은데.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve, and just like that.
그냥 죽어버리네. 씨. 개빡세잖아. 아까 그 시점까지는 다시 가고 싶어서 얘네들이랑 얘기한 거까지가 반영이 돼 있는 건가?
That's if
If I were a real
아, 여기까지 해야 되네.
Skulls.
아이, 그냥 더 얘기하지 말자. 귀찮으니까. 저장을 생활화해야겠다.
Hello, hello. Yeah,
The boomboxes wait on the shelf.
Is the Harmon Welshie W2? Sorry, man. I can't. A discount? I do have to. I say, it's 12 real. Absolutely.
That's odd.
The stuff I record must.
Maybe you should ditch music as well.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Absolutely.
That's odd. What?
Here's a good one, that. Weather resistant. Sorry, man. I can't be giving.
다시. 아니, 최소한 아까 했던 거는 그래도 해도 괜찮지. 근데 이제 이거 난수 고정이 아니라는 걸 알았으니까 몇 번 써먹긴 할 것 같은데.
Hello, hello. Yeah.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And you're...
Absolutely.
That's odd.
The stuff I
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into...
Sorry, man. I can't be giving. Is the Harmon Welshie W2?
경찰 알림.
Remember, he doesn't like music.
나는 평범한 경찰 업무를 보고 있는 게 아니에요.
Here you are.
The porter reel is you push.
그냥 쭉쭉 넘길게요.
The lieutenant presses the button.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Still,
there's more going.
Corty could be short. A village on. Who knows?
A symbol of.
I think we've got a few more questions.
As you take the contract.
오케이. 나 아까 그 시점까지는 갈게요. 최소한 거기까지는 가서 그쪽 케이스 처리하고 그 다음에 그거 설득하는 것도 뭐 72%긴 했지만 어쨌든 성공하는 것까지는 가야 될 듯? 얘기 좀 다시 하자.
I was just thinking.
She puts her with a.
Did he?
She doesn't care.
It's interesting.
Does he say he's gonna do it? Yeah. Did he say whores a lot? He wasn't actually there.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm.
She's quite observant.
Running joke. He was like the Seminoles conflict. We're all scraping up and.
Did he tell you he?
No.
일단 쭉쭉 뺄게요.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss.
She takes a very small.
Like, for example.
Actually, off.
A nickname.
I guess.
Lelist. We have a few questions.
The young woman.
어차피 한 번 봤으니까. 렐리스타.
You were almost right, officer.
Yes.
Did that?
No.
No love for Mother Array.
No. He was by no means. I love Ravish. He was 42.
42?
He had many. We even said.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points are good. The young woman, look, she's clearly sent.
Blue.
파란색.
Pardon the.
He had a combat.
Yes.
Ah.
It was light brown.
리신이 있던데
Sure.
스로지도
What are
같지.
we? How?
Is this Orani?
He's smoking and the woman goes. And he says, and so it goes. Oh yeah. No, thank you.
Go on.
He was a blue. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort.
분명히
Change
해줘서
topic. Perhaps.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself.
오케이. 일단은 이거 해.
Wait, stop. That man
맞아.
below that. How old? You could ask either one of them.
Huh.
She's.
I don't know.
Wow.
와우.
Yeah. Absolute.
Yes, miss.
Wait. To the labyrinth.
오케이. 그래서 아까 뭐 했냐면 요걸 망각을 했죠. 그리고 생년월일 생성기 내면했죠. 그 다음에 이제는 저 친구들이랑 다시 한 사발이 하면 돼요. 그래서 할 건데 저장하고 야 다시 해봐.
It's you again.
It's
What is
you
it?
again.
And that
fucker wasn't
비웃어버리던데.
It was at
fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then?
Yes. In fact,
funny.
Seems like
Please try.
This is just perfect.
you don't have to say everything out loud.
I already told you.
There's less they can
come on.
일단은
You know what? Next
해봅시다.
time yeah.
on the
쭉
floor.
What is? What do we
해봅시다.
make 100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Clausia is
아
playing
진짜
deadlock.
지랄이야 지랄 진짜 72% 실패하는 거 진짜. 다시 쭉쭉 할게요.
It's you again. What is it?
정말 귀찮구먼.
And that
fucker was
fucking fuckity fucker.
Yes.
Funny.
Seems like
Please.
This is.
you don't have to say everything out loud.
I already told you.
There's less they can
Come on.
You know what? Next night. Yeah.
on the floor.
What is? Why do we make 100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over
Hey.
here, cafeteria manager.
Convince Titus he's being just remember. He'll get it.
Got it. Kill
어떤
you.
아가씨 때문이다.
Yes, I understand, Alan.
It wasn't that.
That's it.
Officer, you will be next.
Firearm. A glass 08 or a he's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
나는
The
살짝 보고.
lieutenant what?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him.
Ah.
He was dead.
Shut up, Angus.
Fatty! Say one more.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo,
아, 이
take your hand off the
똥꼬를 저걸
belt.
했었어야
This
됐네.
isn't 31. I've got this under control. Angie, where's your goddamn?
I left it home.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless.
그
Because of
여자를
you.
내어주시라고.
You waste.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
엘리자베스랑도 얘기를 한번 해야겠네.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions. He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover
Another nod.
Because the girls asked us to. They were
여자들.
in some shit.
Girls plural. There's another girl.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl, Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed.
아, 그
gurney,
신
you know.
신딘지
Not in
어쨌든
a
그
fun
여기서
way.
일하던
It
애.
looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the...
Good analogy, but
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the...
That's okay with the fat man. Still wheezing.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window.
아,
Dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
팁스.
Nah, he's my brother.
Tibbs. That's short for.
티베리스.
Yeah.
Bet their father's named Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy.
클라시아가 피해자를 죽인 게
Anyway.
아니라면 왜
You may have
숨겨주냐고.
noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, she wouldn't. They're powerful.
전력이.
Connected to the Moral Intern. She's
That's all he knows.
And why would you help someone?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
누가 용병을 죽여?
Not yet. Just some ideas.
총알은 창문
Says the
뒤편,
shot came from
건물
outside.
바깥쪽 어딘가로부터
Behind the
날아왔다고
windows.
말해주긴 했어. 지금
So
아는
that's
건
a
그게
clue.
전부야.
I'm thinking someone's past caught up.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Clausia.
I like that. Been thinking the same
My dude, One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done. Tell you what I'd do. Check out
해안으로
the
가서
coast for
사격지점,
vantage
탄두하.
points. Maybe
He's calm now. Through all these theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still.
매달자는 거는 누구 생각이었어?
Remember the two girls? He may be talking.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it.
그렇지 않나?
Fella, you think too much. He's awful. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to. You do that. She, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. That's right. If we didn't take care of the people.
야, 그래도 마지막에 다 밝혀지고 나니까는 순순해지네. 그리고 나름의 저거는 있네.
We'll take that into account.
오케이, 여기까지 일단 할게요. 자, 여기까지 하고 일단 다음 주 일요일에도 확실히 디스코 엘리시움 할 거고, 그 사이에는 뭐 롤체나 데이브 더 다이버도 일단은 더 일단 진행은 해볼까 싶기도 하고, 그렇게 일단 하도록 하겠습니다. 내일도 방송은 정상적으로 할 거고, 네, 아무튼 그렇습니다. 그래서 재밌게 보셨으면 팔로우 부탁드리고, 다시 보기랑 이제 또 짧게 만든 영상들 유튜브에 있으니까 관심 있으신 분들은 보고 구독도 눌러주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 저는 그러면 가보도록 하겠습니다. 다들 좋은 밤 되시고 내일도 와주시면 아주 좋을 것 같습니다. 저는 그럼 가보도록 하겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.